TJ One down there.
Yeah. What's up, Game of Throners and YouTubers? We are back. It's Tuesday night, so you already know we got to get it in. And of course, on this night, you guys have already been on YouTube all day long because you already know the Game of Thrones trailer that everybody has been waiting so long, so patiently, some maybe not so patiently, but it is finally dropped today. Of course, it drops about literally 3 minutes after I go to bed, so what are you going to do? We get in the late night stream, so we're here to talk about it, and you know who I'm here with, the one, the only, Snafu Z. What's good, buddy?
What's up? I feel like D&D directly dropped this on Tuesday to so it would spread out our viewers because we're just getting too much shit right. And they can't have us spoiling everything for everybody, so they got to kind of spread it out. But
right?
Yeah. Good to be here on another Tuesday. I mean, it's because you're so you schedule everything and you're so punctual. I mean, not punctual, but at least it's on the day. They know the day. So.
Exactly. It's always going to at least be on Tuesday. We may not be right on at 7, but I always say between 7 and 8, and what? It's 8:20, so we're close. Oh man! So you saw. What number did you say you were, or how long did the video drop before you got to see it?
It was still on 1 minute when I went into YouTube. It was on, so it had been posted 1 minute ago, and 9,000 people had watched it by then. So
in 1 minute, 9,000 people got it in. That is amazing. That is Game of Thrones Nation right there. That is awesome. What's up, chat? Good to see everybody out there. Oh, the one true David Adams. He was, I swear, I thought you first, buddy. When I saw the video dropped, I was like, oh, I know somebody is just hyped today. You already know. What's good, everybody? Good to see you, Red Walrus, JD, one true David Adams. Yeah, I was pumped. I haven't really gotten into it because I knew I was doing this. I've seen it twice, and I've been messing around in the chat. In the last chat, but yeah, we got to go in. I haven't. I'm sure it's been talked about. Me and Andy were just talking, and I know it's been talked about, but there's some things, that have come together at Winterfell that need to be discussed, and we have got to get into it. But yeah, you literally got to see it about 1 minute after it dropped today, huh?
Yep, it just so happened to hop on YouTube right at that time, and it be recommended. So. Hey, I tried to post it. I forgot. I waited a little while, and then I was like, oh, maybe a bunch of people don't know it posted either. So let me put it on Twitter. And
one true David Adams just putting out the Ravens to everybody. How long had it dropped before you saw it, Dave? David Adams, how long had the video been dropped before you saw it and got to get it in? That is my question, because I don't know. That's when I saw it drop. That was the first thing I thought of. And I swear to God, I was just thinking, it's like, because like I was just telling Andy, I missed everything on Sunday. I was like, man, maybe something dropped on Sunday. I should check and see if Game of Thrones dropped a new trailer, if there's anything new out there. And I'm like, and end up just being tired, going to bed, and just dropped another video. Had everything open. Could have just went right into it. Nope. Went to bed, woke up. Saw that the whole YouTube had just blown up all day. I was like, you gotta be kidding. That's our luck, but that's awesome because we are in sync as usual with Game of Thrones, and a few things have been confirmed that we have already been talking about on our past streams. So I guess we might as well just get into it. But what's gonna happen? There's just so many meetings. We've talked about it enough. Everybody's seen it a million times, so we're gonna watch it 1,000,001. Get this in. I don't know. Let's see. How do I make it big? This is the stuff we should have worked on early.
Yeah. And all that time we spent being late. Bullshit.
I know. Could have had this dialed in. I got it playing. I just want to know. I don't want it to be like big. So I'm gonna here. Maybe I can just expand it through my screen.
Don't we all?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we hit the screen share. We go to that.
All right. So while he's doing that, I'll act it out. Oh, wait. He got it. Damn it.
I know Daz. faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel. I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
That is just, I mean, yeah. Seen it 5 times now, still gives me goosebumps. First and foremost, who is going to be first to ride a dragon? Who's it going to be, Andy? Who gets on a dragon besides Daenerys? And I mean, there's been a few people that got to ride a dragon already.
John, probably. I mean, let's go with John. They want that payoff. You know, I'm kind of torn because I don't think it's going to be happy, but you know they're going to give you some payoffs of like John riding Rhaegal and shit, and they're going to give you some stuff you want. So I think for sure John's going to ride it. If not, it'd be badass if Arya did. If John dies right away, Arya. That would be great.
So you think it'll be John or Arya? What's up, chat? I see my man Pete Easy made it up in the chat. We got Nixie in there. What's up? Imagination Realm. Good to see everybody. What's up? Who do we see? I see we think John's going to ride Rhaegal. That's what Imagination Realm thinks. Who else is going to be who else do we think has a chance of being the first on a dragon? No way Sansa ever gets on there. Tyrion maybe. I mean, the few people have already been on it. I think one of the first people that are going to, well, yeah. I don't know. Can you count that? Because I think in one of those pictures when the 2 dragons are flowing through the mountains, I think they're going back up there to pick up Dondarrion and Tormund stuck up there on the wall, because how else are they going to get down off that wall like we were talking about last stream? But right here, they open up with Arya. What was that? What's Arya running from? Is this just a test? Is she trying to lure somebody somewhere? What's going on with Arya right there?
No, I think that's like an escape thing. Like, she's trying to get out now. You gotta think she's badass because she killed people and she can win a one-on-one fight. But this ain't that, you know.
That's true. So you think she's really running for her life there? You think that's true fear?
Yeah, I think so. Who else is she? You throw out a theory. Who do you think she's running from? And then I'll tell you what I think. Like, if it's plausible, because you have some crazy shit. So
no, I'm down. I don't even know if she's in the crypts running. I don't know if she's running through Winterfell. I mean, it looks like here she's running through the halls of Winterfell, but I don't think they're in Winterfell. I don't think the Whites are in Winterfell yet, but it seems like that's the only thing that she'd be that scared from. So I think that the Faceless Men have come to reclaim her because she stole some faces and she's not supposed to have left. And either the Waif or Jock and Hagar has come to kill her, and she's running from one of the Faceless Men right there. Boom! How about that? Anybody heard that all day?
There you go. That'll work. She's all bloodied up.
We're just getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up.
So, if we're, yeah, I mean, That's as good a theory as any.
Are we buying that, chat? Could she be running from a faceless man right there? Is that what Arya's so scared of? The only thing she'd truly be afraid of?
Go back though to when she's at the wall. Like she's at the battlement and see if there's like fire in the sky.
Oh, well, is that her running on the battlement? Is it showing?
Oh no, it's inside the whole time. So that threw me off. That little thing.
It flashes to somebody else, and then it goes back to her running, and flashes to somebody, and goes back to her running. But I mean, what if she is in the Crypts of Winterfell right there, and she just saw one of the old Stark ghosts, and that's what she's running from under the crypts? Is one of the old Stark ghosts are like, no, Arya, you're not supposed to be down here. This isn't your place. Kind of like what was going on, what the ghosts were saying to Jon in his dreams. And she's running from the ghost of old King Starks.
Hey, I don't know why she'd be running from them.
Oh, the Imagination Realm says he's heard of ice spiders.
Oh, there you go, DJ. Ice spiders.
Let's bring on the ice spiders. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, to be fair, what is a fantasy story without some giant spiders?
Oh,
it's like a staple in the genre.
I think it should be. It needs to be a staple in every story. I'm not way off, though. I just looked up, and Nixie just said, I think she's running from the dead Starks rising. So there it is. Oh, look, and then down here, damn, that's what I just said. Well, we're on the same page. Great minds think alike. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean like he's like raising them, not like ghosts?
Yeah, I'm saying like real dead Starks coming out.
I'm so stupid. My mind went to ghosts. Like, oh my god.
I'm talking about. Yeah, they are kind of zombie ghosts.
My fucking own stupidity is cracking me up. No, that's a good thought. But I feel like
I mean, that'd be some scary shit. That's something I'd run from.
Yeah, but I feel like they made a point. What's that? It's like a art thing when they do a movie. Like in Shaun of the Dead, I don't know if you've seen that, but they talk about at the beginning, like the Winchester. They're like, no, that's a real gun, right? And by the end, that gun is very important. And I think it's called something's gun. Is the
Oh yeah, the Khrushchev's gun or whatever.
Yeah, whatever that is. So I think it was important that they mentioned that it means hostility when someone has a sword over their lap, and because Rob in the very first season book, Rob does that to Tyrion. Like he has the sword over, and that gets mentioned that's what that is, and then it's mentioned over and over again that the Kings of Winter and stuff were like that in the crypt. So I don't think I don't think the Night King can get in there, because otherwise, like, someone would have to know that too, right? Because you have all these women and children down there. You know that the dude's raising dead people. That's the worst place to be.
Well, what if he can only raise the ones? What if he can only raise the ones that don't have the swords? That the ones like Bran and Hodor.
Oh, here we go, Lyanna. Oh, because she wouldn't have a sword across her lap, right? She would, and maybe that's why that rule's in place. She's not supposed to be there.
I also wondered, I mean, was it just a show thing, or do you think it means something that it said that the King Starks had direwolves laying across their feet, yet I think it was Brandon's tomb and maybe even Eddard's tomb where the direwolf was like healed by his side, like sitting by his side. You think that's going to have any meaning, or is that just kind of an aesthetic of the show that they thought looked cooler that way?
I think they thought it looked cooler that way.
Oh, the Imagination Realm, tinfoil. What if the Kings of Winter are on the Night King's side and the Night King raises them, and that's why they'd be attacking Arya? Yeah, I don't think so. Oh yeah, the Night King is probably a Stark and on Arya's side, so it probably wouldn't hurt her. Yeah, I think it's more likely to be like the waif in another body coming after her. Because the faceless men don't ever die, so it's just because she killed that person that the waif was in, the waif could just put on another face, another body, and still be there. So I think she might be running from the waif in Winterfell. What do you think about that?
What if she's running from Peter Baelish? Littlefinger came back to life as a faceless man. Someone's wearing his face.
The Night King brought back Peter Baelish, and he's coming for his revenge.
Oh yeah. That would be the best. Oh man, he just becomes one of like assimilated like everybody else. Oh man, that would be.
Yeah, that too. Nixie's saying, some of those Stark swords have disintegrated over time, so the copper's not even there. It's like, is the dust of the copper enough, or the fact that they've disintegrated? Basically, now those guys can come back to life.
What if that has to do with it? Like that's the reason they came back is because those swords finally disintegrated and it like opened it up.
Maybe
that's the reason they What's good, Pete? Swords.
That's good. Oh, my man Pete Easy just made it in. What's good, brother? He said, unmute. Welcome, everybody. That is my man Pete Easy. We got in there. Just hit the chat. What's good?
Yo.
There he is.
What's good?
So you got the little fire next to you. Keep him on.
Okay.
Everybody, that is my man Pete Easy. We got in there. Chat, what's good?
Yo.
There he is.
You hear us now?
Hello.
That's my favorite.
You got to mute YouTube. What's that?
That's my favorite, technical errors. But yeah, like what? Man, I'm going. I've been hanging around you too long. This is some tinfoil shit. Like the swords disintegrated, so now like it freed up the White Walkers to like move about freely. Or the Night King. Maybe that's what was holding them.
The Night Walkers are coming through those tombs.
No, but like maybe that magic has something to do with it, like holding them, like keeping them at bay. But they disintegrated, so now they're free to come about.
Is that what made them come back in the first place? Is that why they're here? Because they had a passage?
Yeah, it's some probably deal, some agreement back in the day, and then that the sword across the lap has something to do with it, like that you're not welcome here, and then now they've disintegrated, the White Walkers can come down there.
Yeah. I mean, I like that. I don't see why not. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about that over the years. It has to mean something that some of the older ones have disintegrated. Also, the fact that like way down in the older tombs in the books, way down deeper in the older tombs, the walls have fallen in and it's caved in. So does that mean something?
Yeah.
Like maybe that was a way to keep. That's a way to keep them pinned in so they can't get out, or because they know. Back then those swords have disintegrated, so the only way to keep them in now is to have crushed and let that fall in on them. Maybe the crypts are actually built that way, over hundreds of thousands of years. That's just something they knew, and they just have it, and that's the way, they're built. So basically about the same time that the swords rust, that part of the crypt is made to fall in. They're built to last just about that long.
That's some freaking brilliant engineering. Brand the Builder,
baby. Of course, got nothing but ingenious.
I was just about to make fun of your stupid theory, and then I was like, "Dang it!" There's some fucking. I was not that it was stupid. I was gonna say, well, who can plan it out that way? And I forgot. Like clearly in this story, there is someone that could plan it out perfectly like that. Fuck.
There's always a way. What's good, Pete? You in? Is it working this time?
I don't know. You can hear me?
There he is.
All right. What's up?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to be here. Glad to make it.
Nice. You staying warm out there?
Oh, yeah. I'm bundled up right now. Shit. It's cold as hell in my basement.
That's awesome. So you've been hearing about what we're talking about. Before we get on the next scene here real quick, what do you think Arya's running from through them halls?
I do like the dead Starks theory. I mean, I don't think that. I mean, I just think like the enemy just made it into Winterfell, and she's probably like one of the last resorts to get out of there.
Okay.
So she got to be running from like the Night King or one of the White Walkers that's actually in Winterfell.
And you think Arya is one of the last ones alive?
Yeah, in that scene.
Woo! Arya is one of the last ones alive. Oh,
what if she had to,
so much?
What if she had to go back for something? Like that's why she's there. Like there's something important for her. Like everybody's already retreated and like the battle's lost. But like if she dropped Needle or if she dropped like her dagger, she would need to go back. Or maybe she's just like a distraction. They give everybody time, something like that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
She's just going back with it. All right. What about going back through time though? What about a flashback? He said, nope. I was topping off my blueberry dragon. We were drinking the Targaryen whiskey tonight, coming in, talking about this trailer.
That's what's up.
See what's up. Made a blueberry dragon for the special occasion. All right, we'll get back at it. I'm going to go. So you think, if you don't think it is a Stark, what are you going to go with, Pete? Who's she running from?
She's running from one of the White Walkers that are in Winterfell.
One of the White Walkers. I'm going to go with she's running from the waif. What are you going to go with, Andy? 100%. Yeah, I've heard you say a few things. Nail it down. One thing, 100%. Who's she running?
All right, I'm just going to go with my last one. She's running from a White Walker from the White Walkers. Like she's one of the last people in the section. Like either she's distracting people, or she went back to get something. So one of those two, I'm gonna stick with that she's one of the last people and she's doing this thing that she probably shouldn't. Because the other option in my mind is that like she got really scared after going through like a real battle. She's like, "Fuck, I'm not made for this like big battle shit," and that's. I don't want to put that evil on her. So Arya doing something badass. That's what's happening.
Well, I heard you say she's going back for Needle. I like that.
Yeah, I like that she's going back for something.
I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
That would be pretty sick. But I thought you snuck in some kind of brand time machine something in there too that I missed. And
No.
I didn't that part.
I ain't going. No time machines.
All right, we got somebody on the battlement here. What's going on in this situation?
What is that, Drew?
Oh, wait a minute. We gotta get off Andy's pretty face here real quick.
That's Mormon, isn't it?
It sure looked like him. Let's find out.
And was that in that dagger that she's holding up when she's like, I've seen the face of death? Is that the dagger that Bran gave her, or is that just a regular dragon glass dagger?
It looked dragon glass to me.
Yeah.
Or is that something special John brought back to her, just like he gave her Needle? Something he brought back from Dragonstone for her?
I mean, yeah, that would be like definitely on the nose.
Or it could be something special that Gentry whipped up for her.
Yeah.
Here's something, I mean, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it, and I got to know, what do y'all think about, did Tobo Moat teach Gendry how to make Valyrian steel?
Yeah, not make it, but work it, I imagine. I mean, he was there that whole existence, right? So he would have seen it.
So he knows how to work it, but doesn't know how to make it, but he can shape it.
Yeah, but nobody knows how to make it.
Well, do we know that?
Well, I'm pretty sure that. No, I know how to make it. You gotta stab your wife in the chest with it. That's how you make it. Yeah.
All right, we'll get back to that because I have a lot more to say on that. I'm
out of that one. I don't know.
We'll get back. Oh, what we got going on in the chat? Like it that a bunch of whites are chasing her through the tunnel. Someone is chasing her because you can see her fear. Yep. I mean, obviously, yeah, she doesn't seem like she's faking it, but I don't know.
And then also too, another thing I just noticed where you got it frozen right here, like it's got blood on her face in that scene, but in other the scenes there isn't blood on her face, so it could be like a compilation of scenes where she's running.
Yeah, she's been going through a battle there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Mormont on top of Winterfell. Not Mormont. Davos. I'm sorry.
Davos.
That's
Yeah.
Davos.
There you go. I was like, I'm looking at this shape. I don't see, but there you go. Davos. I'm down with that. Are we
My
going
bad.
with Davos? We're down with that chat. We think that's Davos up there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
So Davos is up there. They're just basically waiting for the big war. I think they're just probably up there talking, waiting for what's going to happen. That's nothing big. We got Arya still running for her life, and boom, there's that blood you're talking about, and that is blood. Like she got into some close quarters battle right here. What happened? What went down with this, Pete?
It's either it could be somebody else's blood because it don't look like it's a cut over her eye. Maybe she just got finished holding somebody that just died and she's running out. I don't know. Just her being that scared is really throwing me off for the whole season. Like, for real. She came through last season like ain't nothing fucking with her, but now she's shook. I don't know, man. Like,
well, to me, I mean, I think this kind of goes back into my she's running from the waif. I think maybe her face is bloody like that because she was just wearing somebody else's face. And when she came back in, like she's all happy, she got her kill or did whatever she needed to do. And then all of a sudden, either Jockin or the waif, I'm going to go with the waif.
T1000 came, found her.
Yep, found her. Like, oh, now a death is owed to the many-faced god. And she's coming for her again, just like before. Because her face looks kind of like bloody, like she had on another face to me. What do you think?
I can't give you no props for that. I did like the Jockin Hagar theory too, because that'd be a nice way to bring him back and make her run. But yeah, it's got to be something otherworldly for her to be that scared, yo.
That's what I'm saying. There's very few things that could scare our girl Arya. She is the warrior, Nymeria reborn. And she is just frightened right there. So, and like I said, that face, I mean, it could be a cut coming down her face. Maybe somebody smashed her head against a wall. Who knows? But to me, it almost looks like maybe she's wearing another face, and now the many-faced god is coming for her.
I think, like, it looks like someone she knew died. Like, she watched. You think about, like, the people she would look up to that are, like, crazy fighter. So like what would make her act like that? If like she watched like Brienne, the Hound, John die, like if she's seen a couple of the people that like she views as these legendary fighters get fucking smashed down in a war, she might act like that.
Yeah.
And this kind of reminds me of that Battle of the Bastards thing where it's like following John the whole way. So that's why I think like it's definitely happening in the battle, because I think the same dude is directing that episode. So I think if they're going to do that kind of style with everybody, and this is part of hers where she's doing that.
Yeah, so that's Miguel Sapochnik. Yeah, the best Game of Thrones director in my opinion. Shit.
Oh yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to argue with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they saved him for this last season.
How do you know how many he's doing?
I thought he only had 2 or something like that, but I'm not sure. I think he did like one of the early ones, and then like episode 3.
I haven't even seen that. Anybody in the chat know for sure how many he's doing out of all 6 that we get? 6?
2.
Do that?
Yeah, he's doing 2, right?
He's doing 2? That's crazy. That is insane.
If he's doing episode 3, then that means the big ass battle has got to be on episode 3. Straight up.
Yeah, I know he's doing 3. I know Dan and Dave are doing the last episode.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they said
everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here. As you can see, we got the Blueberry Dragon going on, Targaryen whiskey. I want to thank everybody for being out here today. We got about to get back into this trailer, but gracias for being here. Ooh, those are freaking delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that is not too shabby. All right, where we at? We got to get back in it because right now we have our girl
He's got many faces.
Mm.
He's got many faces.
So is this just the people of the North hiding? I mean, is there anything else that we're not seeing here? It seems like this is just people from Winterfell and beyond, you know, basically down hiding. Are they down hiding in the crypts, or is there something else going on, Andy?
Oh, they're definitely. These are all the people that ain't fighting. That's like that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, like that room.
A bunch of women.
Yeah, like the room Cersei was in during Blackwater and shit.
Yeah.
So you think they're all just hiding right there? That's basically the women and children, everybody who's not holding the sword.
Yeah.
Hiding.
Which I think is, I mean, that's both Daenerys and Jon are idiot commanders. So I could see that happening too, where they weren't just like, hey, we're gonna evacuate you while this battle's going on. You guys gotta bail. You gotta go. Because we're probably gonna lose. No. But Jon and Daenerys both being dum-dums, they're like, no, you just hide in the basement. I read this diary one time. It works out.
What do you think, Pete? Is there anything else on that, or is that just basically it? Women and children hiding in the crypts. Is that Varys right there?
Yeah, that's Varys for sure.
Basically, yeah, women and children.
But see, and then like that's what I'm saying. Like with him, his look like that, and him looking up like he hears something. They're in the castle, yo. Like,
they're coming.
Something made it inside.
They're coming.
You know what I mean? They're coming. And
or maybe he just heard the roar of an ice dragon screaming, and that's the dragon that's been down in Winterfell we all been waiting for.
Oh, my.
Now, Melisandre's behind him saying what that voice said in the flames. He said, oh, shit.
Like, she's just standing next to him, and he's looking up at her. She's like, see, told you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. And let's see. They said Baby Sam's in there, too. Varys is shook. He heard whatever the source.
Is that Sansa? Is that Sansa on the left, underneath the statue?
I'm gonna try to pull it up on my own. And
did that show it any better?
Nah.
No, I blew it out too big, huh? Yeah, we lost it. Let's see. Does that come back on? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep it so dark. It's tough. I mean, that one's blurred.
And you know they always release these trailers in like 720.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Exactly. They don't want you to get too much. It's like all this HD out there. They don't want you to get it in.
Oh, yeah. Somebody who's the Imagination Realm said that's Gilly by the statue because it's a baby that never grows.
That's Gilly and the never growing baby?
I could see that too.
All right. That could be. I mean, that's definitely where they'd be, down there hiding with the women and children. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, and they coming for that baby.
Oh, April 14th. All right, here we come in. We got some Gravejoy ships coming through.
Everything you did.
All right, now this is one of the things I was actually listening to on the other stream. There seems to be a lot of controversy on who this is. Some people have even said
we know who it is. It's just it's the quote unquote Golden Company, but it's like
you're right. But who's that at the head? Who's that at the head of it there?
Oh, see, I don't know, and I don't understand how they can introduce somebody new right now. I mean, it's a leader of the Golden Company, yeah, but I just don't know who they're going to have representing that. And then, are they really going to be Blackfires?
I mean, that's what the Golden Company is. So if it's the Golden Company, it's Blackfires. Now, what are they going to say? Now, we got the one true David Adam. Here's one of the names I did hear was Harry Strickland. That's Harry Strickland, the head of the Golden Company, kind of like it is in the books. I was in that same chat chanting, it's Fagon. What do you know? Who is that, Andy?
I don't think they're going to flesh out the character there. Just because, I mean, in the last season, you're going to flesh out more people. You got less episodes. No, it's just
Well, they kind of opened it up. And if you think about it, I mean, this is one of the things I'm tying in with my next theory. But basically, they opened up with it. When Arya was down there chasing those cats for Furio Sorel, and she overheard our man Varys and Illyrio Mopatis talking, and that's when she got all scared and went to Jory and said, "You're not going to let anything happen to my dad." She heard those two scheming. So HBO showed us those two scheming and then dropped it and never said anything about it again. Now, I don't think it's one of those storylines that they just did it. In season 1, that's when George was the most involved with Game of Thrones. So he made sure that that scene was in there for a reason. It's a pretty damn big deal. So this scheme is going to have to come to fruition, and this man at the front of it could be exactly what that plan is, coming to fruition.
Well, they don't really have to. They could have the payoff be him going to be with Dany. Like he was going to go do that all along. That was his plan.
Varys's plan?
Yeah, like in the
But
show.
why?
What do you mean why?
Why was his plan to go be with Dany?
I don't know. Do we know why Varys does shit?
I mean, that is what he said. And like, you know, I feel like with the Fagon thing, they already realigned that, like you said, with Varys and Dany. And I don't think they can do Blackfires in 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't make the leader of the Golden Company this long lost Targaryen. You know what I mean? That is, you know, always been trying to get home to the throne.
Oh, they absolutely can, because they're ready to ship it in, get this thing over with, and get paid. And we already know that, yeah, they took a way different venture than the show did, but it's still got to get to the same ending. And in the book, the Golden Company is going to be a big deal. I mean, they've put too much stuff into it. John Con has just come home, and the Golden Company is going to be a thing. So that's why, I mean, they're just introducing the Golden Company. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
They're bringing it in. It's going to be somebody running it, and the person who's running it is going to be, well, it's not going to be Fagon like everybody thinks. It's going to be I don't know how they're going to tie it in, but in the books, like I've been saying all along, it's going to be Varys is a Blackfire. His sister was Sarah. She was definitely a Blackfire. That's fact. Her and Illyrio got married. That's how Varys and Illyrio actually hooked up, was because he was married to Varys' sister, Sarah. Those two had a kid. That kid's clothes was the clothes that Tyrion was wearing when him and Varys were on the way to Meereen to go catch up with Dany. We haven't heard anything else about the kid in the books. We just know he had one, basically, because why else does he have these kids' clothes? So basically, I think that is Sarah and Illyrio's son, which is Varys's nephew, who is leading the Golden Company, and that is Varys and Illyrio's true plan, is to put this kid on the throne. And they didn't care nothing about Dany. That's why they sent Dany and Varys off with the Dothraki. They just figured they're both going to die. They're like, they're not going to live. So they'll get rid of them that way. It was an easy way to get rid of them, say they tried, and have their plan come to fruition and put their kid on them. Boom! Just figured it out. What?
So that dude right there is going to be on the throne, is what you said.
Yeah, that dude right there is who Varys and Illyrio truly want on the throne. It's Illyrio and Sarah's son, Varys' nephew.
Yeah, I just, you know, I love it. I love it. But I just can't see them doing it on the show like right now. I love it for overall for sure. But then I don't know, man. Like and then like this, if they come, they're gonna automatically go to Dany's side and just not fuck with Cersei. If that's the case, you know what I mean? They basically just gonna betray Cersei.
Do you think they're not? Do you think they're gonna come over here and actually fight for Cersei?
No. I mean, I want them to betray Cersei in the end. I just want Cersei to be done, but I'm so tired of Cersei living. Yeah. I thought she was done last season. I thought she was done when she was in the damn Black Cell. Shit.
JD just broke it down. He said, okay, think about it. Sure, we're getting the Golden Company, but Dany took Fagon's storyline with taking Dragonstone. The only thing is for support for Cersei. Blackfires will not exist. And that is a very good point. It could be, but damn it, That's
the bottom line. That's what Jay
He said that's
this
the
is the bottom line.
Nope, I'm
On
buying
the
it.
show.
Oh,
And that's
next
what, I mean, that's what I
degree,
feel like. I feel like this thing is the Golden Company. Yeah, for sure. They're saying that, but I don't feel like it's the Golden Company, like the Golden Company in the books. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is just something that they can name drop from the books, use it as a quick plot device, you know, for a couple of episodes, and then we should know what they're gonna do with them. Like, we should know that the Golden Company is not just gonna work for Cersei. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then their word is as good as gold. Right? I mean, they're all gold armor. Come on, like,
some contracts are written for gold, some contracts are written for blood.
Yeah, and then they basically feel like the blood they got closest to is really with Daenerys, and they're either gonna need to be more bodies to fight the army of the dead. You know what I mean? Or I just can't see them doing the whole Blackfire reveal. But like, you know, I love it. You know what I mean? As far as them just addressing it on the show.
But you don't think you don't think they're gonna say anything or do anything about the whole reason that what Illyrio and Varys' true plan was? I mean, that's what they started out the show with. They're just they're not going to explain that at all. You don't think?
Well, I think they did when that's what's up. Damn, I think they did when like you said, when Tyrion was over there, he said the realm needs a Targaryen versus saying like the realm needs a Blackfire. That would have been the perfect time to say the Blackfire thing right there. You know what I mean? Like, and introduce that so that it wasn't just a hanging thing. I feel like they'll tie it up all together, but it's not the Blackfire. I think the Blackfire is definitely going to be for the book. You know what I mean? Because that's what I feel like you said, like, Varys is a Blackfire, and that's why he has the King's blood, and that's why he heard the voices or whatever. But yeah, I don't think they're just going to do all of that in the show because it's just not enough time to flesh it out.
You don't think they ever answered the question? They brought that up, and he's like, "Do you want to know what he said?" And Varys just froze. You don't think we ever get to hear what that fire said?
I thought we would have heard it last season, and then since we didn't hear it last season, I think not. Just like the honeycomb and the jackass, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be one of those things, you know?
Now there is the problem in the show that Kinvara was supposed to have a lot more scenes.
Yeah,
but something happened and she leaked out some stuff on her social media, and they gave her the axe and cut her and basically cut out all her scenes. So was it going to get fleshed out in those scenes? Did those scenes get cut?
Or did they make it to the DVD?
Is it going to be on the extras? Only if you get the Blu-ray?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I didn't even hear about that. Like, what? Now I want to know what she said.
Me too, yo, because I was really hoping to get all of that from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was supposed to, she laid everything out. Like, she had one or two little scenes and then she nothing. Like,
the imagination realm says it wasn't her. I thought it was Kinvara that happened to. That's why we only got the one scene from her. We were supposed to get more. That's what I heard. You're saying it was somebody else? Hey, what's up, LMR? Good to see you. That was a great stream earlier. You guys were killing it. Job well done. I couldn't hold back anymore. I had to talk about it because I'm going to break down we got to break down these swords here in a little bit. It was another actress that auditioned for the part, released the script, and the actress we saw got the part. Really? I always thought I heard it was the other way. I heard it was Kinvara and she was supposed to have more scenes. But yeah, that's crazy. Interesting. But yeah, that is I don't know.
You want to know what she said?
I want to know what the fire said.
Yeah, I do too.
So this is according to Reddit, I guess. So take that for what you will. When the long night comes, if the right person is not on the Iron Throne, everyone will die. That seems stupid. That seems like weird phrasing.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe that's why he cares about the realm. Like, if everybody's gonna die, he needs to get the right person there who he believes is.
So you think he knows what the fire said? Because she asked him, "Would you like to know what the fire said?" And which insinuates that he didn't know. He didn't understand it. All he knows is the warlock spoke to the fire, and the fire spoke back.
I think she said that because she wanted to prove to him that she knew. You know what I'm saying? And like
that's a suspicious thing to say. Would you like me to tell you what the fire said? That pretty much.
Well, I mean, he only told one person. You know what I'm saying? So like that's like she had to prove to him that her power was real, and that because he came up to her on that scene like doubting her. He's like, yeah, you know, I don't even really fuck with you, Red Priest, like that, whatever. And she's like, oh, then she's like, oh, let me take some steps up these steps. Let me show you my power. And
Tyrion's face was priceless right then. He was just like.
And it's those three in the room. Those three are the only people that know. You see what I'm saying? That's like the power play of it. Like she killed him in that scene.
Yeah, I'm with Pete on that. That she wasn't like he knows. I'm pretty sure he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Maybe it changed his life. That's why he did what he did.
Nice, cool imagination realm. He says we can find the article, send it. It's tight. Yeah, that'd be tight because I always heard it was Kinvara. It was to prove she was magic, absolutely. But I still think, I mean, I thought we should have had more. I thought there'd be more Kinvara scenes for sure. Oh yeah. All right, so let's get back into it. So who do you think it is, Andy? Let's just final picks. I'm going to stick with it's my thing. I'm going to say that is Illyrio's son at the helm of this Golden Company. One True David Adams thinks it's Harry Strickland. What do you guys, Andy? Who do you think it is?
Nobody of significance.
Andy's just going with it's a nobody. It's just some general at the helm. All right. What about you, Pete? What do you think?
Just because it's fucking Rhaegar.
Rhaegar. He dyed his hair, and it's Rhaegar. That's what I'm talking about.
You should have said Jack and Nagar.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, then I'll change mine to Jack and Nagar since I just thought of that.
All right, you're going with Jack and Nagar. I like it. Lock it in. What's up, Bridge 4? Good to see you. Welcome. Sword in the Darkness. Good to see you. She says, nope, it's Harry Strickland, and that's what it is. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome imagination realm. I'll read that later. Good deal.
Oh, what's up, Bridge? If
you have it, I'm going to have to go with it.
Yeah, but if it's someone like Harry Strickland or whatever, or Fagon or whatever, they would have to flesh it out for you to technically be right. Or do you just get to pick the name, and then if they just passingly mention it, then you're right?
I'm saying if that is Illyrio's son, then
they're going to flesh it out.
Harry Strickland is Illyrio's son?
I don't know. Harry Strickland is absolutely not Illyrio's son.
Oh, okay. I don't know from the book.
Yeah. But when I say nobody, though, I'm saying like they're not going to flesh it out. They could be like he's an Aegon or whatever. They could say that he's whoever. Like,
no, you have the best chance because you have a million chances. It could be anyone. We actually picked somebody. We didn't ride the fence, but that's okay.
That's not riding the fence. That's saying that they're not going to flesh it out, so it doesn't matter.
Just as general as you could ever leave it. All right.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, like they might just portray him as just the leader of the Golden Company, and like he's like nobody, and then like maybe just drop his name as somebody from the book. You know what I mean? Like they're not basically fleshing out the book plot.
All right, let's see where we're at.
He's got many faces.
I thought I saw somebody behind her in that scene.
Here we'll go. We'll go back where?
Oh, maybe it was just that doorway. Yeah, right there. Look like
that is just creepy as hell looking though, right there.
Inside the window. Yeah, that looks like the top of Winterfell.
Yeah, she's running through the halls. You
think that window is outside of that snow cap on the inside.
Right. Of the window. So there you go. Yep, she's definitely running through the halls.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing this one.
Now, who gave?
He's got many faces.
I thought I saw a head. I don't know why.
When she was running, I saw a head.
Yeah, like right under where the lantern would be. I mean, under that right after Varys, and looked like to the right.
That might have been somebody from production holding it.
Yeah, maybe some artifacts in the 72p.
Right? I don't see anything there. Now, who gave her that blade?
I look forward to seeing this one.
She's talking in front of everybody.
Yeah, like John's probably saying, like, oh, the dead are coming. Like, this is death incarnate or some shit. And then she's like all smug, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've seen a bunch of death and I'm ready to see this death right here. And then her running through is like, oh fuck, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, I feel that. Because she's looking super ultra Arya assassin mode right there. Like bitch, I'm gonna kill everything with all these dragon daggers. I kill all of y'all too. And like when she really sees this shit, is like, oh yeah, I killed Death, and then now Death is back alive and coming back for me. That's different from the many faces of Death. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Death, and then oh yeah, all them faces could actually come back and haunt you for real. You know what I mean? Like, and that could be what's really tripping her out.
Absolutely. Sword into Darkness said that on that last scene that it's Harry Strickland is portrayed by Mark Reisman. Unless that's a big D&D juke. I mean, it sounds like they got the actor and somebody who's playing it, so that could be them, or not. Maybe he plays another part. But I mean,
who is Harry Strickland in the book? Like, what does he do?
He's just the head of the Golden Company at the time. Is he? I can't remember. Is he the one who him and John Con were kind of the heads of it, and he helped them create the ruse that John Con stole from the Golden Company? And that's how John Con got kicked out. And basically, Harry Strickland was the one who was running it then afterwards. But he knows the truth about why he left, because Illyrio and Varys came and told him that Varys had snuck out Aegon and, did the baby switch, when the Lannisters took King's Landing. And he said that this is Aegon, his kid. And we all know John Con was Rhaegar's best friend, so he was going to raise him and bring him back to put him back on the throne. So basically, Harry Strickland, from what I remember, if I'm right, he was the one who was with John Con running the Golden Company. Am I right, chat? Did I remember that right, or did I get that all twisted, or am I crazy?
Sounds right to me, but
it feels right. It feels right.
I'm a simpleton, so let's not take my word for it. It sounds right, though.
All right, so what's this dagger all about, and who did Arya get it from? Because that looks like some old-ass dragon glass to me.
If later in the trailer, you'll see that she's fighting with a spear, and I think that's the spearhead.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I think she just walked up to all the dragon glass and just picked it up in front of everybody to look badass. Like,
yeah. Her and Lyanna Mormont are out badassing each other right there.
Yeah.
The little she-bear and the little wolf are getting after it. She-bear, little cute little badasses.
Oh,
what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We have the one and only. You might know him as Phantom D. Saint. We know him as BBM. What's good?
What is good? So many Tuesdays you've been streaming, and every single Tuesday I'm like, damn, I'm editing. Why this guy has to freaking stream when I'm doing editing? And finally, the gifted is over, and now I can actually join these damn streams. What's good, DJ? Been a while. Freaking Pete, Easy, and Andy Manakama finally reading One Piece and see the greatness in it. You gotta tell these other two to start reading as well. But finally, got a damn trailer. Obviously, you guys are talking about it, and of course, it's Gendry who's giving her freaking the dragon glass. Come on now, come on.
Oh, it's Gendry. It's Gendry.
He says it's dragon glass. Everybody, Gendry gave her a special weapon. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Andy says it's a spear tip. BBM says it's dragon glass. Which way you going, Pete?
Oh yeah, it's like I said, it's a table full of dragon glass. She just walks up and picks it up. Yeah, she just like, this is my spear now. Shit.
I mean, it's 100% a spearhead like that. Yeah. It's not shaped like a dagger. It's a spear.
I can see that spearhead. Yeah.
So it's a spearhead made of dragon glass, and she's like, if this is what it takes, then I'm ready. Let's do it. She's just picking up her weapon, like, let's go.
Yeah.
I like that. Little Arya getting it in. Let's see here. Get back to it. Yeah, because we need to hurry up and get to the Gendry part, because we got some stuff to just debate about that. That's just what we talk about.
DJ's like, I had shit in mind that we need to get in. Let's go.
Yeah.
So our girl just picked up some we're gonna go with the dragon glass spear. April 14th. So pumped. Golden Company came in. Harry Strickland is what
you're
they're
on the banner and shit.
So I know who that sure seems like. That is who it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's Tormund and my man Beric Dondarrion.
I told you they dove. They dove.
He said, I told you they dove. I'm going to have to take an Andy roll and say later on in this trailer, we see a couple dragons flying through the wall or through some big mountains. I think they went up there and picked them up off the wall, and that's how they got back to Winterfell. That's all I'm going to get.
That is some epic plot armor right there. I wanted them to be dead, honestly. I've been like calling it so many times in the live chats, like, yo, they're dead. Next time we're going to see them, they're going to be white. But no, they're alive and healthy. I'm like, what? What? They better die in this battle. They better die and become whites.
I don't know about healthy. They look kind of scared in this. I've never seen my man Tormund fear anything, and he looks a little nervous right here.
Are they at Castle Black?
I think they is that. That's what I was wondering. Is that Ed? Because that head is shining, boy.
Yeah, that's Ed.
That's Ed, right? So that means that either they, like I said, like they traveled down the wall to Castle Black, or he came and got them from Castle Black because the wall came down.
Yeah.
So you think that's Ed?
That forehead is shining, boy.
You think that's Ed, huh?
Yeah, that's Ed. Yeah.
So that's forehead is shining. Oh man, I don't know. What do we see in the chat here? I don't think the three ships, the Ralph Golden Company. Yep, I was out it. Would love them to head to the Night Fort. I like that, Bridgeport. They were in the Night Fort. That's how they got it in. That'd be sweet. Isn't that the Night Fort? That's how Bran and them got out to the wild.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
I mean, it could. I mean, there is a tiny possibility, but they'd have to go past basically Castle Black to get to the Night Fort. So I don't know why they do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. Let's see what we got coming up next. I don't know. You guys think that's 100% Ed though, huh?
Oh, it is. I can see it on mine. I'm kind of watching it in parallel because it's too fuzzy when I watch it on here.
A little too blurry on here, yeah. Oh, I saw him. Yep, right there. That was Ed when he just stepped forward. I got it.
Yeah.
So Ed Gillette, head of the Night's Watch, still alive.
Yeah, head of the Night's Watch for real.
Here we go. What are Sam and Bran breaking down right here?
They're pretty much pulling straws to see who's gonna tell John, like, yo, you're Aegon, boy.
I know you're
not Jon Snow.
I think they're telling him right here. They just told if the words are pairing up with like the scene, like it's supposed to, if they're actually showing that really, I think he's actually talking to John. Like John's made a bunch of mistakes, he bent the knee and all this shit, and then Bran's like, well, yeah, but all that got you to where you are, you know?
Yeah.
He's got like that motherly wisdom or shit, or that shit where someone says, you know, I wouldn't change anything about my life because it got me here. So he's like, just doing that kind of thing to John.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it's Sam, and I think you're right. They're like, we have to tell John, you've got to quit watching this werewood porn. We've got serious business to attend. You've been here for 3 days straight. It's time to get after it.
Man, or it could be him saying, you know, that Night King coming for that baby.
Still think it's about the damn baby. I'll be like a little bit pissed if it's all this time is about this baby. I'm like, come on now. You got other babies out there.
That's a baby that hasn't grown in 4 seasons. That's a special baby.
I mean, if it would have been a White Walker, it would have been a damn senior citizen in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So shit, at least we got a longer life.
Bridge 4 is saying that there's a cold mist basically that comes out, and you can see it got cold, and you can see Sam's breath. Yeah. So you think maybe this is when the White Walkers show up?
Oh, Bridge killed it right there. I like that.
Right?
I like that because the dude looked like Wendy. I don't know if that's just artifacts, but yeah, it does look like a breath.
That's pretty clean. Sword in the Darkness said Bran's actor said in an interview that Bran would be a lot less robotic this season. That's always good to hear.
Yeah, that is good.
Grey Worm has some later too. We know Grey Worm's definitely going to be doing battle. But yeah, let's take a look, see if we can see that again here. See if we see the breath.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the breath. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Breath, yeah.
Everything you did brought you where you are now.
Yeah, you can see it right there, misting.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. It just got cold. I mean, it is Winterfell, so maybe just the fire went out. Yeah, they got to be saying something.
That Bran was like, they're here.
Actually see that happening.
Yeah.
Where you belong.
Ah, there we go. Pause that. Come on.
Wait.
Now. Go back to the Cersei now. Go back to the Cersei. The highlight of the damn trailer. If it was no Cersei, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10.
Hey, go back and play that like just straight through.
Which one?
Does he say where you belong right as it goes up to the castle? Or is that just like a sound gap? Or like
All right, listen.
I look forward to seeing this
Side by
one.
side now.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong.
Yep. Where you belong.
He's talking to John. That's what I'm telling you. He's talking
Where
to
you
John.
belong on the throne. They showed that throne. The Red Keep real quick. You're right.
Yeah.
Where you belong.
It's where it belongs.
And he just spoiled the season.
Where you belong.
So what's Cersei looking so smug here? We're stopping in here for you, BB.
It's the Golden Company, bro.
Golden Company. She got
Like,
golden armor. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Like, come on. People are like, oh, your eyes not gonna, get the damn Golden Company. It's not gonna happen. Like, it's there in black and white, clear as day. Come on. She is not going down without a fight. After that, once the whole Night King, is over, they're gonna be dealing with Cersei, whoever is still alive. There's gonna be another fight. Cannot wait for that. And please don't kill Cersei. Don't do it. Just don't.
Oh, she's done.
Oh, I already called it. Cersei dies in episode 4. I called that early.
If anything, worst case scenario, she's gonna be dethroned. Then she's gonna escape King's Landing because Arya's probably gonna fail her assassination attempt on her. She's gonna live out as a peasant. There you go. That's gonna be her death, being dethroned. There you go. Still alive.
No, man. She gotta die, bro.
There's a 0% chance that she goes out and lives as a peasant.
No, it's 12%. I did the math. It's 12%. She's going to survive.
12%.
12%. It's good math.
She's gonna kill her kid and everybody
else
just so she wouldn't get captured. Like she had Ellen Payne there to kill everybody, just like out of spite and to kill herself so she wouldn't get captured. You think she's just gonna go run away and live as a peasant? She didn't learn shit. No. She's even worse now.
Worse, yeah.
No.
She instead of dying, instead of going to trial, she'll just kill everybody in the church.
Yeah,
like she's worse now, man.
Well, that's what they said her father would have done in the books. They're like, what would he have done? He wouldn't have been John Con and lost to Robert if he had Robert pinned up like that. He would have just burned the whole town down. Done.
Yeah,
got him.
She got golden shoulders now too. Look at her.
Oh, yeah.
That's the chips on her shoulder from fucking not being a boy. There's 2 giant ass chips on her shoulder.
And right before that, when they said you're right where you need to be or right where you're supposed to be, and then it says home. That's the Sword and Darkness says. Then he says home because John is supposed to be home in the Red Keep. That's where he's supposed to be. Look how concerned Qyburn looks. I think he is getting ready to tell her Jaime is dead. Whoa, where'd that come from, Nixie? Holy shnikes. Is there any way Jaime's dead already? What do you guys think about that?
Nah, Jaime was goddamn going ham in that trailer, yo. You see? Oh, well, we'll see it. We'll get to it.
Yeah, but we already saw like last season that he's kind of an idiot in battle. Like going in, he's left-handed. He's probably half as good as he used to be. He's still gonna go in. He's willing to die for what he believes in. He's willing to die for shit he doesn't believe in. Because at that point, he already didn't believe in Cersei, right? Because he had just learned that like she set up her brother, his brother, or their brother, and with no evidence, just sent him to trial and was going to kill him. And so he has no faith in her. Yeah, he's still going to defend like her with his life going up against the fucking dragon, you know? So if he's willing to do that for something he doesn't believe in, like now he's, you know, he's getting more morally sound. He's going to die up there. I don't want him to, but I think he's probably going to die. Like, maybe he doesn't die like right that early, but he's going to die by the end of the season.
Nah, the only thing keeping him alive at this point is that unborn baby that's in Cersei's womb right now.
Yeah, we haven't got to ask you, BBM. Is that Cersei's, or is she still pregnant? Is it she
Of
really
course she's still pregnant. I've
Is
been
it
over this since
Euron's
season
or is it
7.
Jamie's?
All
I
that
would say
wine.
mine, but it's Jamie. It's Jamie at this point.
It's Jamie.
I don't think it's Euron at this. I don't think it's Euron.
What do you think, Pete?
Yeah, it's definitely Jamie's. But I think she's gonna lose the baby.
Yeah, I'm with Pete. She's gonna lose the baby. All that damn wine she's drinking. She don't want that baby if it comes out anyway. It's gonna have all
If she loses the baby, I think that it's Euron's and she kills it then. If the baby's not born, then it was Euron's and she kills it. But I think the baby lives and she dies.
But I don't think she gave Euron some yet. She's dangling that in front of him. Like,
oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think he might have had to get a little something to go out there and get the golden cup. Do all this. He didn't do all that for nothing.
You do that for the promise. You do it for the promise of some in those days.
Didn't he pretty much, got the sand snakes and thing like with nothing being promised really? So you can just pretty much continue to do so.
No, you get that little freebie. That's like that. You take her out to dinner.
That was more than a damn freebie.
Get that lobster that first time, but if you're getting a lobster again, like there has to be some reciprocation there.
Oh yeah.
So you're not taking her out for lobster again if there wasn't reciprocation on the first time. BBM. If there wasn't,
LMR says the down payment was coming.
Hey, but in the book, she's kind of slutty like that. She not slutty, like she knows that she can use her body to get.
She's straight slutty. You have to hold it back. She's slutty in the books.
Well, she's actually like sleeps with the guard and then uses the fact that she slept with him one time, and then like she's like, yeah, I'll do it with you again if you do all this crazy shit. And he's like, oh yeah,
Kettle Blacks. She all sorts of crazy shit. That's gonna get him sent to the wall, but I'll pardon you. It'll all work out. It's like, what? It's like, how do you think it is, girl? You are out your mind.
But she had to give him a taste first.
Definitely had to have that. The point being that Euron definitely got a taste. Absolutely. Especially in the show too. So. It's all there, but yeah, I don't know. She's but she says later she's crying, so that could be Qyburn saying that. What's up, BBM? Do we or do we not get the Clegane Bowl this year?
We better get it. If not, I'm getting my 2 Funko Pops, the Hound and the Mountain, and I'm pretty much gonna upload both of them fighting. That would be Clegane Bowl if we don't get it on the damn
show. Oh, that'll be tight. What do you think, Pete? Is it coming?
Oh yeah, it's gotta happen.
Andy, we get it this year?
We have.
I hope so, but if not, I'm looking forward to freaking BBM's robot chicken impression. Like either way, I'll be happy. You gotta do that.
Better. Yeah, I think like I already said what I said in the last stream. What I think is going to happen. There's going to be something going down. Like Arya's going to throw some wildfire, and Zombie Mountain's going to be able to get out of it, and the Hound is just going to grab them and hold them there, and they're both going to burn up in wildfire. That's how both of them end up dying this year. So I don't know if it's Clegane Bowl necessarily, but those two are going to burn up in wildfire because the Hound is going to grab them and hold them there, and they're both going to burn up. And that's going to be his revenge for what he did to him when he was a kid. Nice little wrap up.
I hate those King Guards uniforms.
Really? I think they're clean. Oh, black. And
no. Get the gold back. Get it.
I like the black. I think the thing that really, really bothers me is that damn helmet.
Yeah, the Lannister helmet. Like that's always bothered me.
Yeah, but it's like weird, like a bell shape. I like the. I mean, they still got the 3 spikes like the Kingsguard have, but like how they got it enclosed around the eyes like that, I don't know. It just looks weird.
Well,
Like
I mean, it's better than the Stark's helmet. Like that's all I gotta say.
yeah,
The Stark's helmet looks like a dick.
yeah, it's like
Why?
it looks like a little dick cap and shit. like you got a metal condom on just the tip of your dick.
All right, here we go. We're going on to the next one here. See
Everything
where it
you
comes
did
up.
brought you where you are now.
Ooh, bro,
Where you belong. Home.
Home. Here it is. So is this them getting ready to go to battle, or is this finally coming into Winterfell?
Who is that? Is that Arya?
I think it's just some kid.
I think it's just some little kid, and that's
Yeah.
basically all the Dothraki and Unsullied coming to Winterfell, marching in. They're probably coming from White Harbor.
Oh yeah, because is that like Wintertown, maybe?
Yeah, that's Wintertown right outside of Winterfell, and you see Winterfell back there in the background.
Yeah, okay. So like, yeah, that's some kid, and they just seeing the whole spectacle of everybody coming in.
Right?
Yeah, and that's still like the trail of them already going to Winterfell, right?
Yeah. I think that's all. That's showing how many they have. They're like miles long deep, ready to do battle.
Yeah, so like they at Winterfell's gates, but they still marching through Wintertown.
Right? Dude, you got anything to add to that, BBM? Andy, anything else going on there we don't see?
I wonder how much they're paying that kid to do that scene.
He's like an extra, but not really an extra. It's like the director's son. He just wanted to be in Game of Thrones.
He's a featured extra right there. Shit, he got a good per diem.
Yeah. I think it's just that Unsullied coming in for the first time. That whole army. Why are there so many? I'm still like tripping about how many civilians are still around here. Sansa, do your damn job. You know a war is coming here. Get them people out of here. What are you doing?
Well, that's Wintertown and it's winter, everybody from that stragglers from around the north is there, right?
Yeah.
So then they basically that's the only place they can be.
They need to go south. Be like, hey, y'all need to get out of here.
Yeah, I need to go south.
You think it would have been better? It looks like we got John and Danny just kind of coming in, riding in the middle of their troops. You think it would have been better and more impressive if she'd have flown in on a dragon?
I think it would have been too threatening.
It would have been too threatening if she did that.
I feel like, like when she did it at King's Landing, it was a reason. She was late on purpose, making Cersei uneasy, and she made a power move by coming in on the dragon. Like here, she's trying to win over the North. You know what I'm saying? And and I don't know if they do know that he bent the knee to her, right? They already know that from last season. Yeah. So basically, like she's trying to win them over, not like come as a threat. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's equals to John then coming as I'm pretty much taking over everything.
Yeah. John's gonna come on that dragon south though. Be like, bitch, I'm the king.
Is that Bran saw when he like touched friggin' the weirwood and we saw that dragon over like King's Landing? It was pretty much him seeing like John's gonna be on it.
Oh yeah, when we see him flying over, you think that's when John's riding back to the Iron Throne?
I don't think there's a happy ending here.
Is there even going to be an Iron Throne? That's what a lot of people think. I was pretty impressed when I saw this. Sansa, she looked impressed, but she did not look scared to me. I mean, did anything this is her first time seeing a dragon. She's kind of like Little Miss Giddy, just all about the fairy tales and books. I know she's gotten harder, but she just, when I looked at it, she just looked impressed. I mean, I don't know. She didn't show any fear to me, which impressed me. I don't know. You guys get anything about that?
I thought she kind of looked scared.
Really?
More of shock and awe, like, oh shoot, so there really are dragons up in here.
Yeah. Like everybody's first dragon face and shit. Right?
She just looked impressed to me, like, oh wow, they really are real. Like, look at that. But I don't know. I don't see any fear.
No, she's like, oh shit.
I think it's like more worry than fear. I think it was worry. Like right at the last frame, she kind of looks worried. Almost like not even concerned about the dragon. She's just like, ah, shit. Got another lady coming here. Fucking gonna steal all my shit.
Yeah.
So it's about who's coming with the dragon.
She doesn't
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
She just looks more impressed, like awe and wonderment to me. And again, I mean, she is someone.
Awe and wonderment is Arya, yo. When Arya sees him, that's awe and wonderment. Like, she looks fucking exhilarated. Everybody else is running away scared, and she's like, "Oh shit, yes."
Yeah, we called that one cold in our last one. We got that one right.
Yeah.
That was absolutely Arya looking up at a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty clean. But yeah, I don't know. I was just impressed with that when I saw Sansa, because you know me, I'm not the biggest Sansa fan, and I was impressed.
Nobody is.
Oh, stop it! There are
House Cersei of Sansa. I like that.
millions of fans out there for the Sansa. It's pretty clean though. Those dragons around Winterfell. That's such a clean shot.
Yeah, you know she's trying to keep it cool too. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is the lady of Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely, she
For
has
how long?
Yeah,
Oh.
she ain't. Yeah.
for until she dies. She
I know
ain't
forever.
going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. There's a reason. That's the whole name of it. Where winter fell. That's where the Night King and they all go down. Where winter fell. They done. That is the barrier to stop them all.
Yeah, like what if there's got to be something in Winterfell that has to, like in the crypts, that has to be like the key to them getting south of the neck or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like a secret passageway.
Yeah, either that or like there's something that's magic there that could be blocking them going further.
A lot of people do think that there's a secret tunnel that goes all the way from the wall to the crypts. There's a lot of people that believe in that theory.
But what about the other way? Like from Winterfell south?
Maybe maybe from Winterfell to White Harbor to be able to escape to the water or something.
Yeah, maybe. And then like if they had a secret tunnel to go to the wall, like what would they do? Like get behind them and like flank them or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Or it's just a safe passageway in winter when it's freezing and you can't really, walk outside. It's just a safe, warmer way to get back and forth.
All right, I got a question. How many like an estimate, how many bodies are in the army of the dead?
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000. I can see that easily.
I'm gonna say 100,000. I mean, yeah. But how many people are in John's army with the wildlings and the Dothraki and the Unsullied and all the Northmen now?
Yeah,
it's adding up. I mean, it's got to be. I don't know. The thing is once they start killing them, just like what happened, at Hardhome. Once you start killing them, now they start raising on the other side.
Oh, I can't wait! Oh my god!
That's why the Night King's going to be in the air, just like swooping over and just raising people up.
Right? It's like anytime somebody falls, they just got bigger and better. It's like that don't work out. I don't like those numbers. Mr. Lewin mentions there are tunnels all through there. He tells Theon. Really, I don't remember Lewin telling Theon that there's tunnels through Winterfell.
Oh yeah, because he was trying to sneak him out. He was like, "You need to, that scene where like he was telling him like, this isn't who you are. Like I know who you are. You're not this person. You've been pretending too long. You're gonna." Or like right. In that scene, he does tell him like, "There's ways out," and that's when.
That's the tunnels he's talking about.
Yeah,
I like that. Are the gargoyles going to have something to do with it? Like the gargoyles that are in Winterfell? Because we only seem to hear about gargoyles on like Dragonstone and Winterfell. We don't really hear about those anywhere else. Are they going to be some kind of protector against the Night King and the Whites that are coming?
No.
They have nothing to do with it?
No.
Because a lot of those gargoyles have fallen from the first keep, and those are all messed up too. That might be like some people think maybe that's another sign or a reason that they've come back or are able to come back because there's no more protection like there's supposed to be.
Could be.
The form blower scene. Skelly Benjamin Tank. What's good? Slightly Tank Benjamin. Welcome, welcome. I bet Brooklyn will have something to say about it. I missed that one.
Is that Brooklyn because there's a gargoyle named Brooklyn on that cartoon show?
Oh,
I think that's what he's saying. I could be wrong, but that's what I guess.
I was like, that's a deep cut right there.
Oh, Mandolin says the gargoyles should be a protective spell, but I think they have fallen or burned during the battle of the bastards, so they don't exist anymore. So yeah, I mean, maybe there. I don't know. I think there might be something to those gargoyles. We only hear about them on 2 different places, so there definitely might be something there. But we should see. Getting back into it, coming up. What do we got? Is this Danny in the crypts here? Is that what's happening in this situation?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see too. It looks like Danny and John in the crypts in one of those scenes. Yeah, right there.
No, that's Danny wearing kind of fur on her shoulders. But this other one, is she wearing fur on her shoulders?
Yeah, that's that same. That's that same outfit from last season.
Yeah. So that's Danny, and they're down in the crypts here
with the tiger stripe back.
Hold on, he might be at Liana's grave.
Yeah, I think that's when he finds out from Bran, like that's his mom and shit.
That's when he's finding out that situation. So are they finding out that he's the true king?
Yeah.
Are they finding out she's the true king, not John? Or John's the true king, not her?
Yeah. That's what I think right here.
She's gonna be pissed if she slapped. Yeah. Family member. He's like, damn, I'm trying to like break the wheel. I'm just continuing it.
I think that's the waif in Danny's face, and that's how she sneaks up on Arya.
Everybody's a Targaryen, and if they're not a Targaryen, then they're fucking faceless, man. In Targaryen disguise.
Is that what Danny? No, Danny. Arya's running in the beginning of the damn trailer.
Yep.
She's running from the waif, but still alive.
This is the waif in Danny's face, using her face, just creeps up on Arya, and this is what got Arya running through here.
Running. I see the torches and shit.
Yep,
right.
I see
the torches on the same spot.
That's what it is. Confirmed. That's the waif.
Called it confirmed. Doom.
Yeah, John doesn't look too happy about it.
Yeah, I'm the king, bitch. So,
oh man, look who we got here.
Gendry.
Oh, let the Baratheon line die. Done. Finito.
Get out of here.
He's making it happen.
Yeah, Genji's.
Still gotta legitimize the dude. Still haven't seen that scene, by the way.
What's that?
Him being legitimized.
Oh, has he been legitimized?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So, BBM, did Tobo Moat teach Gendry how to work Valyrian steel?
He better at this point. I guess it was just pretty much, off-screen shit because apparently they still need to learn about, besides Dragonglass, I'm guessing they're going to do also Valyrian steel. If not, it's kind of pointless. Like, you have an army of the dead coming. You might as well.
They might as well, absolutely. So he's up there. Is he just forging basically Dragonglass weapons, you think?
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead, Andy.
Forge it for your top fighters.
All right. It looks kind of like he's in charge, right? Like the other dude beating the steel, and he's walking in like he's supervising. So maybe he knows how to make it. Maybe in one of those books it got found how to make it. Or maybe he's just thought like, okay, he's like me and real smart, and he thought, oh, like the Nisa story. That's how you make it. Let's do that.
Well, wouldn't Bran be able to tell him how to make it?
Yeah, he might be able to.
I mean, wouldn't it have something to do with Dragonglass too?
It might.
Or is it Blood of the Dragon? Or is it both? What do we got the chat going off in here? Show version Tywin hired dude from... Yeah, here we go, Bridge. That's where I was going with this. Show version Tywin hired dude from Volantis. There are 3 living smiths who know how to rework Valyrian steel. Who knows if Show Tobo was one of the 3? I think there's a reason that Gendry was at that one, I think. And if you notice, Tobo had basically a house of black and white symbolism and a black and white door or a ebony door at his shop or whatever. So I would definitely say that Tobo Moat was one of the 3 alive that knew how to do it. Now,
couldn't that have been him that Tywin got?
Yeah, but Tywin did say he grabbed somebody from Valyria to come over, or whatever to do it. So it sounds like he brought somebody else in, and Tobo Moat was already there, basically teaching Gendry. So that's an interesting thing. You know, the thing that I haven't heard anybody talk about that I'm wondering, we know ice has to be some kind of special sword. We know ice was broken down into 2 swords, and what 2 swords are getting ready to meet back up at Winterfell? Is there, my whole point was all to all this, is there a way that Gendry is the one that knows how to work Valyrian steel, and he is the one who puts Widow's Wail and Oathkeeper back together and recreates ice to be able to take down the Ice King, to give a sword to Jon and take down the Night's King? What?
Who has Widow's Wail?
Jamie does.
Yeah, Jamie has it, and then Brienne has it.
I haven't heard anybody talk about that all day. What if that happens? We just bring these 2 swords back to Winterfell. It's home. We got Gendry up here who worked under Tobo Moat, might be one of the only people on the planet that still knows how to work Valyrian steel. Our 2 swords come back together. My man's going to put them back together, recreate ice, give Jon his sword that he needs to take down the Night King and do it. Am I crazy or what?
If they do it, they gotta like kill Brienne or something, because like what she's gonna be using. Like let her.
I mean, but did they? He didn't really fight with that big ass shit. He just fucking lopped heads off with it, right?
I don't know. As far as, I mean, we don't know what he was doing when in Robert's Rebellion.
I know. I got a question that's I'll give it after, but yeah, like I think it would be dope to have him reforge ice. Like I think that would be great because it wouldn't take much to just melt it and reforge it back in the cast. You know what I'm saying? Like versus like forging a new Valyrian sword.
Well, yeah. You have to. It takes a lot because if they of all the people in Westeros, they had to hire someone from like across the Narrow Sea to do it.
Yeah.
And then just to melt it down and shit. But do you think, aside from that, that it would even be practical? Like, would Jon be like, that's not practical to make a great sword. Let's make a bunch of little spearheads with this shit.
It's not practical. Are you kidding me? You want to get close to the Night King? I want as big a sword as I can to stay as far away as I can from that thing if I got to fight it. Hell yeah, I want to.
Yeah, but you only get one. If you have a big sword, you only get one swing.
Hey, there ain't but one Night King. You only need one. Dude, Jon's a pimp with that. Have you not seen him with a blade? He gets down.
If he misses, he's done.
Rolling and flipping like fucking Monster Hunter and shit.
Yeah. So you guys think I'm just completely off my rocker? There's no way that gets down. There's no way that Gendry reforms iced inside Winterfell. I think that would be so poetic and awesome.
I would love
happen near the end.
I think they could do that, but I do agree with Andy that he's like supervising. Doesn't seem like he's actually the one forging shit right there. Like it looks like he's like maybe he taught some people something. Maybe they're all forging the dragon glass. Maybe they're doing that and putting it to like spear tips and stuff like that, like he was, the different weapons. But
maybe he's experimenting.
Yeah. I don't know. Like he would need to be the one making the sword if he's the smith. You know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't be supervising. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be damn yelling at people like, yeah, bang it this way and heat it up hotter. You know what I'm saying? Like he should be the one forging it if he's the great smith. You know what I mean? Like,
no, he's got to forge literally tens of thousands of weapons. He can't do it all himself. I mean, it would definitely be better.
The one has got to be.
Oh, the main one, of course. It'd have to be him for sure.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like if he's supervising and they're just making dragon glass weapons. I don't feel like, they're making Valyrian steel right here. It would be a more personal scene for that ice shit. You know what I'm saying? And it don't seem like he's working. So I don't feel like he's making that sword right now. And if he was making that sword, it would be like him getting those swords together from Jamie and Brienne. Like, oh yeah, give me that shit. You know what I mean? Let me do this.
I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. You heard it here first. You ain't heard it nowhere else. The 2 swords are coming back to Winterfell, and Gendry's about to merge them bastards back together as one great big bastard sword, and ice will make a return.
That's it.
It's just happening. You heard it here first. You ain't heard that nowhere else. That shit is going down.
1-1. Yeah, that's
you
it.
heard it. It's happening. It's happening. I'm telling you. That big ass sword to fight the Night King. Who wouldn't want something that big? Stay away, motherfucker. Stay away. I ain't getting close to you. I'm telling you, it's going down like that. Who's the first white we're gonna see? Who's the first major white we see that's just gonna bring back like catching feels?
Hodor.
Yeah,
Gotta be Hodor.
That'd be Hodor for
I was
Winterfell.
hoping Tormund, freaking Barrack and them, but no, they're still alive.
Yeah, gotta be Hodor. Yo, that's gonna be ouch.
Rich Forrest with
or real talk, 1-1 for real.
That's what I'm saying. What about my man coming through with the arrows?
He gotta be burned. If they did not burn 1-1, that was the dumbest thing they have ever done.
That's true. Yeah, John would have burned him. Yeah,
he would have been done. I don't know. We still got a half-eaten Ramsay down there gimping around underneath. We got a half-face eating Ramsay down there, just gimped out. They just keeping him and torturing him.
It's gonna be like one of them floor zombies and shit that just gets you in the end and shit when you thought you killed everybody.
Oh, you think Varys was being cruel to that warlock? You don't even know what they're doing to Ramsay down there. Shit, they keeping him alive. Oh, that'd be gnarly. That'd be so sick if he made a return with a just half-eaten face. Oh, that'd be sweet.
Who else died? That would be crazy.
I mean, Stannis supposedly died off screen. Who knows?
Oh, Tywin. What about Tywin?
Tywin was down south, and he was buried. I think they'd have to make their way down south for it to be him. I think it has to be somebody from the north, like old Mormont. That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah, Mormont would be dope. Yeah,
but they should have burned him too, because they kind of knew better back then. They were burning all the Night's Watch that died. Yeah, they burned Mormont.
Yeah, the north.
I don't remember him burning Mormont. Because he just died back at the thing, and they all bounced out. So we don't know what happened to Mormont. Mormont could absolutely. Wouldn't that be sick? Okay, that's another one we're calling. Mormont's coming back, and Jorah is going to have to slay his own dad with the damn Longclaw. With their own House Valyrian steel sword.
No, they burned him.
They didn't.
I swore, like, after they're like, you have to burn the bodies.
I don't know if they burned him because they left him there. He was, he got remember he died due to
John came back and got those guys, and when they killed them, they burned them. But we don't know what happened to Mormont the first time when it all first went down.
True.
Him and Craster could both come back as whites.
Yeah.
That would be gnarly. That'd be sick. But yeah, all of a sudden Mormont comes back as a white, and Jorah has to kill his dad with Longclaw. Oh, that'd be dirty. That would be dirty. Oh, it'd be so ruthless. But that's what that's the kind of sick thing the show does. So I really wouldn't be that shocked. Did y'all see the Photoshop of Nicolas Cage and all the G.O.T. characters? Yes, Stan, it's perfectly. I haven't seen any of those. I think they said burn them. I don't know. I don't remember that. I don't remember Mormont ever being burned or anything about it. Yeah, he drank from the skull. That's awesome. Yeah, Tanner, he could come back.
Was that his skull?
They drank out of the old man's skull, right? Out of Crassus' skull.
Was it Crassus' skull?
Or was it the old bear skull?
That shit. It couldn't have been.
I can't remember. Oh, so I mean, they could still come back just headless. There's lots of tore up whites missing all kinds of limbs, so you don't even know. But yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see. We'll get into this next scene here. So you don't think you guys are both on the negative? You don't think Gendry's going to reforge ice? That's just not happening.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it would be nice, warm, and fuzzy, but I don't think so.
Yeah, like if that does happen, we really weren't paying attention, like they say. It's gonna be fucked up.
It's going down, damn it! I'm calling it.
Doesn't feel.
Where's Jorah riding all hard? I haven't seen Jorah on a horse this whole time, other than the first season.
Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop.
Maybe he was just walking out. He wasn't super right.
You think this is just them at Winterfell just now getting ready?
Yeah. Yeah, they're ready for the Battle of Winterfell right there. Yeah.
So that's them basically. Are they inside or outside the walls?
Outside.
So that's them literally just lining up, getting ready to do battle against the whites, you think?
Yeah, probably getting into formation.
Man, where the hell is Anguy? If I had to fight all these damn things and I knew I had some dragon glass arrows, I would want the greatest freaking bowsman to ever walk the face of the earth around.
That's true. That's true.
Where the hell is Anguy, man? Get up. You stay right by my side and just keep firing like a machine gun with them damn things.
For real.
How'd they lose my man?
He's like the Game of Thrones Legolas and shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's like he would be first on my list. Where the fuck is Anguy, BBM?
Where is
Oh, sorry, I was too busy looking at the Nicolas Cage's image. What was the question?
Where is Anguy at?
No, I have
you got
no
the
idea.
greatest arrowman, the greatest bowman on the planet, and he's nowhere. He's just gone.
Maybe he died at the wall.
Oh, does Grey Worm die this season?
Of course, he pretty much just was the kiss of death right there, man.
Yeah, but they gave him a kiss of death and a whole lot more last season.
All set up.
Yeah, he couldn't die before he got the rub nubs, man. Shoot.
Well, I'm just saying, it seemed like he got that was a kiss of death, and he made it through that. So what makes this one different?
He gonna die. He gotta die. She might live. Masande might live.
You think Grey Worm's done? You think he's
Yeah, his face was too hard in that next scene for him not to be dying.
What episode does Grey Worm go down in?
3.
Episode 3. It just comes right into it. What do you think, BBM? When does he die?
Yep, this battle. If it's gonna be episode 3, it's gonna be episode 3. He dies.
Episode 3. What up? What's up, Andy? You agree?
No, just because they agree.
Just because.
I can't go 3. He'll survive. He's got to go help take down Cersei.
Yeah, I agree. He survives. He's gonna make it. He survived when they all snuck in through the walls. He survived when him and Sir Old Man got jumped by the Harpy. He survived the last battle with the Lannisters. I mean, dude, he's a survivor. My man Grey Worm's gonna live.
That's even more reason why he gotta die.
He done made it through too many battles.
Like, hold on,
Like
man.
more than one named character just has to die in that battle. Where it's like, what? How is it like so many people are living in this battle?
Yeah, this is the end, y'all. There's no more, y'all. This shit is going down.
Jorah's dying.
Captain Friendzone is dying.
Oh, really? He's going down too? I don't know. But yeah, so we got. Oh, look, my man.
Right there, that's Jamie. That was Jamie going ham, yo. That's what I was talking about.
That was Jamie with one hand just getting it?
Yep.
That's the one-hand battler?
You think that is?
No, because Jamie got his right hand cut off.
Yeah, they flipped the scene, yo.
I think that's Brienne getting down.
Oh, that could be Brienne. Brienne. Maybe Brienne and Jamie, they gonna, fight it out.
I just think that looks like a female silhouette, kind of.
Yeah, the next scene is Jamie, though. Come on, that's Jamie's face now. Right there, that's Jamie.
Yeah, that could be Jamie for sure. And is that Gendry next to him, or is that Pod next to him?
I like Pod. I like it being Podrick.
Yeah, I think it might be Podrick. Podrick, I've been saying it for a while, and a lot of people are jumping on that bandwagon I've been seeing over the years. But Podrick, they're not showing us all these lame-ass Podrick training scenes for Podrick not to kill somebody major. Podrick has got to kill somebody major in this show.
Podrick is badass now. Yeah, he's been getting it done.
He knows how to swing that sword, boy.
What's that?
I said he knows how to swing that sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just saying they haven't been showing all these training scenes with just Brienne. I don't think that was just to sneak them into the show. I think Podrick's got to kill somebody major or save somebody's life that was getting ready to get got. Maybe Colin Reed on somebody.
And Brienne is the best fighter alive right now, or other than John, right?
You know what could happen? It could be in a case where like whites make it in and like get near Sansa, and like Brienne can't make it to her. So then like Pod comes and like saves Sansa.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. BBN coming up with one, getting off the fence. I like it. He couldn't pull one in. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. So, yeah, Podrick's got to do something major. That's
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the more I see that he's not supervising, he's just walking out.
Yeah, and that was a two-handed battler right there fighting. They got two arms. That's definitely
yeah, holding it. Yeah, I heard her holding the stick.
That looks like Jamie screaming. I'm guessing
he got one kill and shit. He was like, ah.
I'll take my one down. We got Cersei sitting here by herself. What's she thinking about?
I was like, that was so crazy how they just left that open, you know, for something to happen, and she just makes that face, and then like, so yeah, that's something major right there.
What's going on here, Andy? What's Cersei thinking of? What's she plotting? Is she just happy to not be fighting the Whites, or did she just do something sneaky?
Nah, she just heard that that the Winterfell had been destroyed by the White Walkers. She just got word of that.
So is she happy about that or sad?
Yeah, she's happy about it.
That tickles her fancy?
Yeah.
I think she just found out that she lost her baby and Jamie's dead.
Let's see. It says, "Think you guys were right. Just look frame by frame, and it looks like Pod fighting behind Jamie." Yeah, I would think that's Pod.
Yeah.
I think that's him.
That's Pod. Yeah.
This is Jamie. She just did something to screw over Euron, and she's tickled with herself. That's what I think this scene
But
is.
she got tears in her eyes in this.
Yeah, it seems like she's still like sad about her losing a child, and then probably heard news about Winterfell falling.
Yeah, because she's drinking wine right there. So I think she drank whatever to have the baby done. She drank the moon tea.
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe she just I get that. I like that.
She drank the moon tea. She's done with the baby thing, and now she's got a glass of wine to be over it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Andy? What's going on there?
I think she lost the baby. She's sad, but she's like, but I can drink wine again.
Happy days ahead.
No, like I said, I think that she just found out like that either the White Walkers are at Winterfell or that Winterfell just got pretty much destroyed. The Northern Army got destroyed.
Oh, shit. Tears in her eyes. Sword in the Darkness says there's tears in her eyes, so she's actually sad there. She's really sad. And the only thing that I think that would make Cersei cry or be that sad would be her losing a baby. It seems to be the only thing she ever truly cared about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah. She's I think she did. I think she drank the moon tea, and she's a little upset about it.
Yeah, I like that one, though. Because she looked like she's like, maybe that's the moon tea right there, and she's about to make the drink.
Man, I just watched it. I hadn't watched it. I was watching on the air. Her like chin quivers and shit. She's definitely upset about something.
Yeah, she lost the baby.
Yeah, she didn't look happy, did she?
It's like she wanted to be happy about something, but then it like turned to ashes in her mouth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, give it up, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only, bringing it home, Big P. Oh, that was a good one. I like that. That's what it is right there. She thought she was going to be happy to be drinking wine again, but oh no, it turned to ashes in her mouth. I agree, Mandolin, that her acting is phenomenal. You always get to feel her and Tyrion, like you get to feel exactly. They don't have to say nothing.
Yeah, she doesn't know
exactly what's going on. Is that maybe her plot? Because what do you think, BBM? We haven't got to hear your side of this. Last season, when Tyrion and Cersei were in that meeting, and Cersei decided not to kill him, what plot did they make that made her come back out and go ahead and try to make a deal with Jon Snow?
I thought it was like her saving like the baby. If anything goes down, it's like make sure like at least the baby survives. But now if there's no baby, it's like what's the point of the deal?
No, here's the thing. She's learned that a kid is a tool as much as her body for power, right? Like after Tommen died, like she didn't even grieve that much. If you think about how mad and how sad she was after Joffrey's death, and she even knew like he was a piece of shit. she was really sad. She grieved a lot over that. So, and by the time Tommen went, she's just like, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
because he committed suicide. He pretty much betrayed her. He's like, I did all this for you, and you're just gonna pretty much jump out the freaking window. Like she was pissed. She's like, oh
Yeah.
well, burn him, throw him with their ass with the rest of the people.
like, okay, so she's cool with her other son torturing people and, you know, just killing everybody and being like a little shit, but her sensitive kid kills himself over grief. And she's just like, whatever, fucking burn.
Yeah, unconditional love with Joffrey, who didn't kill himself, didn't betray her, versus the one who did betray her, who she pretty much just blew up everyone for him. And what happens? He just pretty much just commits suicide. Those are two different things.
No, it's her developing as a character to like the one thing she loves is already fading. Like she's losing all humanity, anything she had.
Sword in the Darkness says maybe Euron made her drink the moon tea before he married her.
Nah.
Or what if she's sad because she found out that they double crossed her with the Golden Company?
Do what now?
Like the Golden Company double crossed her. Maybe that's when she finds out that.
That's what she's upset about. It could be.
Let's try to find what's in the background there. Maybe James.
Here, let me put this back on here. There again. I'm gonna go make another Captain and Coke real quick. My blueberry dragon's gone. Yeah. Sad times. Sad times.
Maybe Jamie's behind her, like, I'm gonna stab you in the back too.
Can we see anything down deep down the hallway there? Because that's the same scene, right?
Where is that? Isn't it at the throne room?
That's the throne room, isn't it?
Where's the
no, not where she's sitting. The scene before that, you can see she's wearing black, and then in the next scene, she's wearing white.
Yeah, but where is that? Where is that hall with those flaming pillars? That looks like the throne room.
Is anyone there?
That is the throne room, isn't it?
Yeah.
But where's the throne?
At the end of
right?
At the end of it.
Hold on, pull it up. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is a different scene in here. But yeah, that one, that's just the throne room.
That's the regular chair, it look like.
No, that's the throne at the end of the dais.
You're just seeing the throne room is still intact, not destroyed.
So it hasn't been destroyed yet anyway. But yeah, that's the throne room right there. Absolutely. Sushi just looking smug and interesting and irritated all at the same time. All right, here we got the dragons flowing through, and right there, I think this is them coming through the mountains. I think that is them going to save Beric Dondarrion and our man Tormund. That's how they get down off the wall. These dragons came and got them. Or are they just showing us some dragon scenes? What's going on with that, BBM?
I remember on previous stream, someone was like, imagine they just like, edited someone out. It could be like on those dragons. So it could just be no one on their backs, or it could be both Jon and Dany on the backs. Then we'll transition to the scene we see later where we have Drogon and was it Rhaegal? And then you see like Jon and Dany approaching them. So it pretty much could be like the very first time we could see Jon riding a dragon. Maybe, maybe not.
What do you think about that, Andy?
Yeah, I'm kind of with him. Like, it would be easy to render that without them on there and then apply them later just for that little scene.
So you think this is just them taking a joyride?
No, not necessarily, but you can't see anybody on their back, right? Like, I was pausing it.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody on their back.
So, like, I think that it's plausible. They could be going to get Tormund and stuff, and that they just got edited out. Like, they edited the characters off the bat. Didn't apply them yet, I guess would be the proper.
You with that?
That's Bran. That's Bran flying the dragon and shit.
He's warging them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so quick. It's really kind of tough to even see.
But where are they? Where I'm trying to think. What? Where were I guess they were in White Harbor, right? So
What's that?
Where that's where John and Danny should be coming in from. So why would the dragons be north of the wall? That's what I'm wondering about.
Well, they're probably just flying around checking stuff out, and this probably is when they all come in. Because we see John and Danny, like when we keep playing it, we see John and Danny march in the middle of their army. So we know that she doesn't ride a dragon in on them. So this is probably just the dragons flying around when they did come in. And this is just them checking, just like when you take a dog somewhere new and he's got to run around and sniff everything. This is just the dragons roaming around checking out the north because they've never been here before. And we got Arya. I think we called this one, Andy. That is definitely Arya looking up at dragons, I would say. Everybody else running and freaking out, and her just looking in amazement and awe.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed. Got another one. Is there any way, BBM, does Arya ride a dragon this year?
She does not ride a dragon. If anyone other than John and Danny, Tyrion should be riding your damn dragon. That's the only reason why he's still alive.
They showed the dragon riding scene.
Who's that?
With John and Danny.
In a spoiler or something?
No, right in this trailer, they show right where it's about to happen. That's what I believe.
Oh, I saw. Well, yeah, when they walk up to it or whatever.
That's when it's about to happen. Look, he about to die. He saw his face. He about to die.
Who's that? You talking about Grey Worm?
Grey Worm, yeah.
Yeah, right there.
His face.
This is Grey Worm knows he's going to his death.
Yep.
I think Missandei just told him, she's like, I love you, but my man Davos has been talking hard, so if you fall.
Yeah, he's like.
I'm telling you, look at that face. He just heard not want to hear it come out of her mouth.
Like, I'm tired of bumping uglies, you know what I mean?
It's like it's been a minute, and my man Davos has been waiting patiently. He hasn't seen his wife in about 10 years, so he's ready too. I don't know. Yep. So is this he absolutely dies after this, you think, huh? I'm gonna give it to my man. I say he makes it.
Yeah, I think he's made it through a lot.
The dude couldn't even survive the hallway freaking attack from the last Harpies.
Yeah.
And he's gonna survive this. Nope.
Yep, absolutely.
Nope.
They did sell me so dirty though, man. Come on, man. He should not have went out like that.
No, that was terrible. The show did him wrong. It was funny because they said, like, in real life, like, he was read the books and he was showing them, like, no, I'm still alive in the books. You see, you can't kill me. I'm still alive.
Yeah.
That's all my fears.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't go last year. Literally sold things to be saying the cost plus. I'm saying nice. All right, let's go on to the next one here. So we say Grey Worm's dead after this. We got John. What's John doing out here at the Heart Tree?
Brooding, yeah.
Brooding before battle.
I think he's fine. This is where he's discovering all of it, like who he is and everything. Right?
You think basically Bran just told him what was up, and now he's kind of taking it all in out here at the Heart Tree?
And then he goes and broods in the crypt after this, and then Danny's like, "Damn, I've been looking for your brooding ass."
Now it's time for crypt sex.
You just said crypt sex. No, stop.
Nope. Now it's time for crypt sex. It's happening.
The sword is across my lap, my lady.
Oh, there's no way to tell, but good shot out there. What do we got going on in this situation? Who's that?
Oh, that's the Hound.
That's what it looks like.
That's
the Hound doing his battle with the Whites.
Is this the Clegane Bowl?
Is this where where he has to hold down his brother and burn him in the wildfire?
Maybe. Or a situation where he needs to save someone or fight someone near fire, because previous season he could have helped out against the polar white catching on fire, but he didn't. So this is pretty much his chance.
Redemption arc against fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it's going to be a lot like the Blackwater, where a bunch of people are on fire and screaming and shit. He's scared, and this is his like, moment where of redemption, I guess, or I don't even know if it counts as redemption, but he gets to face his fear in this situation, and he's contemplating like leaving again.
Didn't he face it last season?
He just stared at a fire in the fireplace.
Mhm.
But like EDM said that polar bear was on fire, and then he was like, "Fuck this, no."
Yeah, he did freeze up. Yeah.
Oh, we got them going off in the chat. Welcome, everybody. I see we got Smokeahannes out there. Bubba Husky just jumped in. LMR, welcome. The Imagination Realm. Glad you guys are all here. Thanks so much for watching, listening to our craziness break it down. You guys, does the Hound die this year?
Yep.
Is this his last season, his last arc? He goes out?
Yeah.
Better eat some chicken before it happens.
He's going to get some chicken and find his way out. At least it'll be fire.
Yeah, he got to kill his brother, and then he's going out.
No one better be talking either. Like,
damn, the Hound's got to go too, man. That's my boy.
one major character and one
That is
minor
my boy.
character gotta go. Gotta go.
Not one. They all going.
Yeah.
We got Jamie up here pleading his case. How hard a time is Jamie going to get when he comes into Winterfell?
Who called that?
What's that?
I said, who called that?
What's that?
I did. The Jamie was going to be. Remember, we were showing that when we were going through the pictures. This is where Brienne's looking up at Jamie.
Oh, okay.
As he's trying to explain himself. Remember?
Right. There you go. Yep. I agree with that. She's probably there, or maybe he's just there talking to John and Danny. Maybe they're not there. I don't see any Unsullied in the background on this one.
I think
there's Unsullied standing guard around the other one when we saw that.
I think he's definitely got to plead his case to why he's there in Winterfell, and this is
or why they shouldn't kill him.
Yeah, and that he wants to fight for the living. So
I mean, what does John do when Jamie walks up, knowing what happened? And I mean, does John know? Does John even know exactly what happened?
I think everybody knows now. I think everybody knows.
You think it's more common knowledge to Westeros at this point?
Well, not to Westeros, but at least to Winterfell, the people of Winterfell, because of what he's told them about Littlefinger. Yeah, and then I think this is almost maybe that same scene where Bran is talking to John. You know what I'm saying? And like he's saying that all the things that happened led to where we are. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Bran is going to be bitter. I don't think Bran is going to be bitter with Littlefinger.
You think Bran's the one who's going to speak up for Jamie to save him and make everybody not want to hurt him?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
Oh shit! What if damn, he might be talking to Jamie. Damn it. Then Jamie survives. He gets to sit on the throne.
Yeah.
Want Jamie to rule them all.
I like Jamie. I think Jamie should. He has, unlike a lot of people who are like, well, you can't redeem yourself from pushing a kid out the window. I think you can. I mean, I hope you can, because otherwise my life's fucked.
Freaking Jamie never pushed Bran, and we will never have freaking Bran becoming the three-eyed raven. There you go.
Exactly. I mean, I think Bran understands that, and then he's like you said, he's gonna be like that motherly parental figure that's like, oh, baby, now all these things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? So like I think like almost like what you said, Andy, like that scene might really be targeted to Jamie in that scene, even though it is secretly about John.
We got Iron Throne saying Mountain versus Arya, and the last minute Nymeria Super Pack jumps on the mountain and cuts him into meatballs. Mandolin says they heard that some one of the whites might be Nymeria. That would be fucked up. What do you guys think? Do we get to see a Super Pack?
Yeah, I think Super Pack got to come back.
Yeah.
We get a Direwolf or a Wolf Super Pack, BBM?
Yeah, just when you think that Arya's about to die, Nymerian Pack comes at a New Year with the save.
That's
then
it.
out of nowhere it's gonna be what's whatchamacallit is name of was it Bran's Direwolf? Summer?
Summer,
You're gonna
yeah.
see White Summer come out of nowhere and fight.
Oh yeah, White Summer. I forgot about that.
Wait, what if like a Ghost went down to get Nymeria? Like, hey, we need your help.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Like he's calling the troops too, just like John.
That's why we haven't seen Ghost, because the Imagination Realm says we see wolf legs in the trailer. So maybe Ghost goes to recruit the Nymeria.
Where we see that? I want to see it.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. We got to come back.
Yeah, it's like near the end of the trailer we see it.
Oh, we ain't get there yet. All right, cool.
Oh, you do? Oh wait, those might be horses. Hold on.
No, that was the Night King's horse. Is that what we talking about?
No.
Right, it was before
like,
that. It was like white legs. So.
All right. Well, before we get there,
they're not horses.
122. Go to 122. 122 or something.
Where is John running to in this scene coming up right here? Where's John running to right here?
Oh, I ain't know.
Running through fire. What's going on in that situation?
That's he's in the same place as the Hound. That's for sure.
Is that the same place where Arya was running?
Yo, I meant to say this before I forget, but what if that's where, like, when Arya's running away in the beginning of the trailer, and then that's when the super PAC comes in and saves her ass and shit?
That could be. That'd be sick. But yeah, it definitely looks like John and the Hound are definitely in the same place right there, kind of.
Yeah.
And with White's like breaking through.
What's that?
Is this the
White's breaking through?
Yeah.
It could be the fall of Winterfell. There's fire. That's dragon flame basically all over the place.
Or this is the Red Keep after the Clegane Bowl and shit.
He said after Clegane Bowl. So what's up? We just think that's where the Whites are coming through. John's getting ready to. Is it maybe John getting ready to do single battle with the Night's King in there? Or like the Night's King grabbed a spear and killed one of Dany's dragons. So maybe that's John grabbing a spear, getting ready to kill one of the Night's Kings. Maybe kill the Night's King's dragon.
And that's the other thing we don't see.
Because that's what he's doing right there, is he's grabbing a spear and then he runs.
Yeah, but you think that's his hand? For sure?
Oh, nothing.
There's a lot of cutting, a lot of cuts in these trailers, man.
Mm-hmm.
It looked just like how I thought that was Jamie being badass. That's definitely Brienne. Now that I look at the body and shit. You know?
I mean, the way I'm looking at this now, that could just be an Unsullied grabbing a freaking spear off the rack.
Yeah, look at his hand guard.
That could just be some random Unsullied grabbing a spear and getting ready to march to battle. Or, I mean, that's left hand. Do we know any left-handed battlers?
Not Jamie.
No, freaking Arya's left-handed.
Well,
Yeah,
Jamie's
he did grab
left-handed
that spear,
because Jamie
yeah.
only has one hand. Jamie's only hand is his left hand.
True, but it looks like a little hand. I don't know. I thought it was.
Yeah, that could be Arya when she does that spear move.
That could be Arya grabbing that spear. It could be a little hand. I don't know. It's so close. That could be anything. You like that? You like that's Arya grabbing her spear?
Yeah, I think it is.
I never noticed John coming down that hallway though. Before.
But then, right after this, they show John running.
Yeah, he's running too.
Yeah, he is. He's getting it. And it almost looks like he's running with a spear, getting ready to get something. Like he's going to go after the Night's King, like the Night's King went after Dany's dragon. He's like, I got a spear for you. Everybody
running. Who running? Damn.
We got everybody running now.
We running, you running, we running, all running.
They're just charging.
Yeah,
now, who is that charging? Is that them running out of Winterfell towards the battle?
Yeah, that's weird.
Because it almost looks like they're trying to run into Winterfell like, oh, shit, let us back in.
Yeah, because it does look blue. Like it had a little blue tint to it, so it could be some blue flame.
I don't know what's going on here, BBM. Are they running in or out of Winterfell here?
I say they're running out. They lost.
They lost and they're running out to get away?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Andy?
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like a scrambling thing.
Oh, the boy Wonder. What's up, man?
I got the boy Wonder.
Hey, what up?
It was good. Got Base back in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Try to see who's in that picture, in that frame, though. One that's not just like a generic guard, like maybe Dolores Head or something.
Is that the wolf pack running? Is this what
Yeah.
we're almost talking about? Is that the wolf pack mobbing in to come save Arya? Right there.
Looks like it.
They're trying to make it look like it's horses running up, but actually it's a wolf pack.
Yeah.
Those pretty short legs to be horses. Yeah, that's probably the wolf pack coming in to get it. I wish we could get a clearer picture. That's just.
I'm gonna put my shit on like one.
Wolf legs.
I mean, you'd have to get it right at that first little.
Oh, these are the wolf legs, right?
Yeah. No, right there. I don't know. Are those? Is that wolf legs or is that horse legs?
Let it be the damn wolves, man. Seeing like no wolves in how long now?
I don't know, man. If you look up to the upper right there, that kind of looks like a horse's head to me. I don't know. Maybe it's ice spiders. It's ice spiders mobbing in.
They mobbing.
That's a bunch of ice spiders. No, I don't know. If you look up in that back, that kind of looks like a horse's head to me, dog. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's wolves. Those are some big ass legs for wolves. They'd have to all be dire wolves, and Nymeria is the only dire wolf.
No, they could all be regular wolves. It might be. I mean, it might be horses.
I don't know. That screen, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but that screen I have it paused on right now. Up in the upper right, that looks like a wolf. I mean, that looks like a horse to me. The white horse looking thing, like his legs coming down and looks like his neck and his nose is all long. I don't know. That looks like a horse to me.
Yeah, they're real skinny too. Like
it could be. I mean, we don't know, but maybe it's both. Shit, maybe they're both coming in, mobbing in.
I think a wolf's leg would have bent before that, though, right?
Right? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? It just
if you put it on really slow and pause it a few times, like you can. It kind of looks like hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially that back one. That back one really looks hoofish.
That back one looks a little hoofish to me. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. I guess he's imagination. We'll have to look it up. But yeah, maybe it is both mixed in. Maybe it's horses and wolves. That'd be pretty tight. A wolf pack and like the Knights of the Wheel. That would be pretty clean. That would. But yeah, I don't know. This one to me, it just looks more like horses to me, but that is tight. You got him coming down. Is this like the first time that Jon actually rides a dragon by himself? Is that what's getting ready to go on here?
That's what I think that's happening, you know. They're pulling the sheep stealer and nettles and shit right now.
I'm telling you, you see all them bones right there? Them dragons been eating well.
Is she wearing the same thing when she's in the Crypts of Winterfell?
What's that?
Is she wearing the same thing when she was like in the Crypts of Winterfell?
Oh, I think that's her only winter outfit. I think that's
yeah, that's just a winter coat.
She's just walking around half naked.
Yeah.
In Marine, they walk around with one titty hanging out. So this is covered up. You know what I mean?
He's like, damn, it's cold.
We need to get to America.
And where the hell she get the damn Bengal tiger and shit for the back end?
Remember, Drogo killed that white lion for her.
Oh yeah,
that's what happened in the book. He killed that massive white lion as a gift to her.
Yeah.
Oh. So what's up? Is that what's happening here? Are they getting ready to mount these bastards and go for a little fly, or are they just coming out and seeing, making sure they're eating right?
I think they're gonna fly, man. Just got to take off.
I believe I can fly. Yeah, they're about to make it. Oh yeah, let's go on to the next one. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that other dragon is just as big as Drogo.
I was about to say they look the same size. This is exactly
the exact same size. Look at that.
What the hell?
I mean, maybe his head looks a little smaller right there, but when you get to the bodies,
come on, man. Which one is which?
Right? They look huge. They both look big.
I see he's greenish. Yeah, I see.
No, yeah, one's green and one's black and red.
I see he's a little smaller, but he did get bigger. So and I guess Jon Snow only met Drogon, right? He didn't meet Rhaegal.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, last season he walked up to Drogon.
Yeah, true.
He didn't.
He walked up to him, but they were both flying, and then both of them were there when Danny went to save him from all the whites up there on that lake. They were both there, so he saw him there.
But he only touched Drogon.
No, but I mean, yeah, he only had a little encounter. You know, he had an animal encounter with Drogon.
Oh yeah, they looked each other in the eye for sure.
Yeah, and like he was like, "Oh, you got some Targaryen up in you."
You got a little drop in you. I see it.
I see that drop. I smell it.
What's it looks like there's something red on Danny's back right there.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. Like
she gets stabbed. Is she bleeding out? What's going on with that?
No, I thought it was. But didn't she have like a little thing that went across her in the front, and maybe that's like it blown in the wind because it does move when you play at regular speed.
Yeah, it's just a sash or some
Yeah,
shit.
it's a sash.
It's just a red sash. All right. Look at that. How kingly is that, huh? Walking up to take over.
That might be my screensaver for a while.
You know what I'm saying? That's business. That is business right there.
That's dope right there.
The House Targaryen. This one's for you. So what's Sansa think about all this? Is this just her looking at the dragon? Is this her upset that Jon bent the knee? What's going on? What's Sansa plotting in this situation?
She better channel her inner Cersei and get rid of Danny. That's what she better do.
I think this is still that same scene with her on top, and she's just like breathing and taking in the fact that dragons exist.
I mean, she looks like she's on the upper walkways right here of Winterfell. I don't know if she's on the roof, but yeah, is that just it? She just saw the dragon and that's her staring at it?
Bubba.
Bubba getting it in?
Yeah.
He got stabbed on the ship last season. Yeah, she did. Making dragon babies.
She ain't bleeding out no more.
The seed is strong. Who was that just getting down battling?
See, that's what made me think it was Jamie too.
Who is this getting down? That looks like Arya, doesn't it?
Like Arya.
That's Arya. If you play it real slow, you can see that she has the same sleeve as that spear one. She has something sticking out on her top part of her sleeve.
Now I gotta put it in my thing.
That takes a lot of pausing. I don't know how dedicated you are.
Click.
All right, I might crash my whole system. I'm opening up iMovie and putting it in there. We're getting it done.
Hold on, I got it paused. I'll show you. Let me get there.
All right, here we go. What's going on with Arya? Who's she beating up in this scene, BBM?
She beating up some whites. If anything else, it's like, what the hell is she doing? That, or if it's freaking the wave returning. I don't know.
You like that, huh?
I like Imagination Realm Arya with Serial Pharrell. So like it's the wave. I mean, it's Jack and Hagar wearing Serial Pharrell's face and shit.
That'd been crazy.
All right, let me see if I can do a different screen. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I'll at least slow it down.
All right, can you see on mine? There's like this.
Get off there.
Come on. Oh damn! What the hell?
She got the same sleeve little thing sticking out, like some protrusion.
Yeah, that just looks like Arya all the way around.
Having the spear. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that definitely looks like Arya. So who's she taking out right there? Is she battling whites or is she battling the wave?
Oh,
what's going on with that?
That dragon.
Yeah, it kind of looked like she's fighting for real. But where's this at? This looks like sandy walls, not like wood walls, right?
Well, it could be down in the crypts, yeah.
Yeah, that's Arya, yo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like she's battling down in the crypts. So, and it looks like she can't see who she's fighting, which again would tell me that it's Serial Pharrell or the Wave. When she was fighting blind, she's going to end up having this right here. She can't get a hold of anybody. She can't hit anybody. So then she's going to have to close her eyes and remember her training, and then she's going to fucking start fucking them up.
Is that outside?
It looks like it, doesn't it? Because that looks like the red comet.
The red comet.
That streak in the sky, I'm telling you, that's a red comet. They're outside.
That looks like a part of the building. Look, you can see the thing right here. Ooh.
Yeah, they're probably down in the crypt.
Gargoyles and shit right there.
Yeah. Well, she's stabbing the shit out of somebody. That's blood flying right there.
They're gone. Ain't dead.
See, what happened is she's down there fighting the waif, and the waif's kicking her ass, so she has to close her eyes and remember her training. And if you remember in the book, Jock and her, or the kindly old man used to fuck with her like that. And then finally a cat followed her home one day, and she warged the cat, and that's how she could see the kindly old man, and she finally was able to hit him back. And that's what's that's how they're gonna have a tie-in right here.
They already did that.
Cat down there. And what's that?
They did that in that season when she had the magical stomach stab and shit. Because remember the cat out there with her, and then they kind of paid homage to that whole thing when.
Oh, really? I don't even remember that. I don't remember the cat.
Yeah, like they just had a cat like cross the scene. It wasn't like her
right
into the cat.
Huh. Yeah, I feel like I would be much better fighter if I was fighting in third person. So I'm used to it in video games.
I think that's what she's doing here. I think she's warging somebody who's trying to hide like the waif or Jockin, and that's how she finally killed it. And when she looks, it'll be the waif laying there dead. And then she'll be like, ha, I killed it. But then she'll look back, and then Jockin will be standing there, and she'll be like, shit, and she'll take off running.
That's how she got that blood on her face, too, right here.
Yep, exactly. Yep, she's running from faceless men down here. That's what's up. How come Tyrion's looking so butthurt?
He's about to
he didn't get to ride the dragon and shit.
All this time, he finally sees the dragon, and he's not the one that gets to ride it. It's Jon.
Mm.
Oh, Danny's remembering boat times.
Damn.
Looking beautiful.
Yeah, I think Tyrion is going to try to ride a dragon and maybe get like eaten or something. He's like, man, I just want to ride you just one quick one. Yeah, you get like a tail backhand or something like, get back, little, you ain't riding me.
Halfway across the room and shit.
You ain't got no Targaryen blood, get back. But then Jaime walks up and jumps right on him, and Tyrion's like, oh. He's like, what happened? He's like, oh yeah,
I think he's watching them take off for the first time.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like he's like smug, not smug, like he's confronting somebody in a way.
What's that?
About to get burned.
Ooh.
Getting it down. Let's show that next one. I'll be right back.
Well, we just get the fire after that.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then we get the line up.
That's Pod. Look at Pod.
Pod put on some weight, boy.
I'm telling you, boy, the guy's thorough. Oh, they go them damn dickhead helmets and shit.
I can't look at this team again now.
All right, so here's someone said if you look at these, well, they had a picture of it on Twitter. Damn it! Hold on. The sigil on these plates in the back, they said are Targaryen, and they have a wolf and a
dragon
on it.
Hmm.
I think you're supposed to be able to see it on this one right here.
Gotcha.
I don't know how well you guys can see it though. It's
you
like,
see some type of sigil on the armor.
It just looks like a smaller one.
Wait a second, you're on YouTube, right?
yeah.
Go on settings, you could just slow down the speed.
Oh, well, damn.
That's what I was doing for the wolf.
Yeah.
Forget. So I think you're almost...
looks like dented up armor. The sigil looks like I'm trying to put my mouse like y'all can see it, but it looks like like in the middle of that guy's chest, next to on the other side of between Pod and Brienne. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, but if you look at this one, like this definitely has a dragon on it. right here. But he's a northern soldier, so he shouldn't.
Where's the dragon? I don't see the dragon.
You don't see the face right here? Eyeball right here.
Oh, I can see that. I see that. I feel like that might just be the dented up plate armor, and then the sigil should be that thing right in the middle on that other guy. Yeah, look on that guy. And yeah, like that part should be the sigil.
This looks like a weird old deer.
Yeah, it just looks weird. It looks like the dragon humping the damn.
I gotta look in the morning. I'm too. Pass out at any moment.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna see so many things in this fucking 2-minute clip.
Yeah. Let me go back to full speed. Well, I guess I could do it like this.
I keep it like that shit. We bring it down.
What were you trying to break down?
If that's a dragon and a wolf sigil on the armor.
Yeah. Missed it.
I saw a wolf.
All right. So we know that like the Stark sigil doesn't look like this though.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you see this one, this little head right here, like a dragon head. It's facing the wrong direction.
I'm just looking at, if I look at his and then look at the guy next to him, I don't see that same thing on the guy next to him. And I don't see the same thing on the guy behind him.
Yeah, I think those are different warriors from different houses all coming together.
Or that's just like the the way that they bent the metal. You know what I mean? Like it's just a little rough on his.
Yeah, Sansa had to come down, tell him, put leather on it.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
What are you doing?
They're like, you're so smart, Sansa. We're just simpletons over here. Jorah brooding too.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be Arya's first reaction when Jon first gets to Winterfell? Is she going to throw shade, or is she just going to go jump in his arms? How's she going to react to him?
I think
Arya?
Yeah, Arya jump in his arms, Joe.
Yeah.
Run to hug him at least. Like that might be to break her cool assassin thing to see Jon.
She can be taking out Needle. I still got it.
Yep.
Stuck bunch of people.
I know. Got a lot of pointy ends.
He said it. He's gonna give her. You think he's gonna give her a new needle made of dragon glass?
Yeah,
that would be a shitty one.
Yeah, that'd be a shitty one. Gave her that spear.
Yeah, you don't think that'd be any good, huh?
Well, shit, this is all thin. It's glass. It's all.
Yeah, but it does the job of where you're going and what you're doing.
Yeah, she needs one of them White Walkers javelins and shit. That's what she needs.
Is Stannis going to make an appearance in season 8?
White Stannis.
Oh, that would be dope. He is outside of Winterfell.
Are we going to get a chance to see that?
I ain't even think about that. That is
unless Brienne like burned his body or something.
Nah, she just killed him. She don't know about that.
Yeah, she's not from the north or worried about any White Walker. But when she killed him, she didn't really know about all that. It was all rubbish.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think she did. So yeah, what if we saw White Stannis out there?
And he died like away from the battlefield, so like nobody would like scoop up his body and burn it.
True.
Damn.
Who's gonna kill him?
That's
Davos. Get Davos to kill him.
That's Stannis' horse right there. And shit.
Bro Husky says, "Why would you need leather on the armor? It's not like you don't wear about 4 layers of padding underneath it."
Yeah.
That is a good point. I'm with it. Like, yeah, why do you need that leather under there? Why waste it all? They could use straw. Live in my Rhapsody. Oh, I don't know. So there's a chance of White Stannis, Hodor. Who breaks the biggest impact? It's got to be Hodor. I mean, unless it's 1-1. But then, like you said, you had to have burned 1-1. So it's got to be him. There's what happens when Jaime, Brienne, and Tormund are all in the same place? Who does Brienne end up with, Tormund or Jaime? Who's her first hurrah?
Jaime, duh.
Yeah. And then Tormund just walks in on him and shit.
You think my man Tormund's got no chance?
No.
Not with Brienne. I mean, she don't like him, but damn, I think it would be dope.
Just not against Jamie.
Yeah.
Just not against Jamie. There's no chance.
Honorable
Woman
Jamie
better.
above 9,000 and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like honorable Jamie to her eyes is like, you know, I made you. You know what I mean? Like she's gonna love that shit.
You think Qyburn's been using that arm from the white for inappropriate things?
Giving himself a Dutch rudder and shit.
What's up, BBM? Has Qyburn been using that white's arm for just naughty, inappropriate things, or what's going
You
on?
better not, man. I don't want to go to bed and then have some type of nightmare with freaking Qyburn in his damn arm. But on that note, I gotta bounce, y'all, because I gotta get up like freaking 7 in the morning for church.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. Good seeing you again, BBM. Everybody check out Fandom D Saints. You already know he's breaking down just about every single television show on the network. So make sure you get over to him and check out his channel and subscribe to him.
Thanks for having me, DJ, for sending me the link, as well as see y'all later, Pete, Andy, Nakama. Keep reading One Piece, damn it.
All right,
you still in Dressrosa?
Yep.
Yeah, that's like a freaking over 100 chapters, man. The longest arc in One Piece. So good luck with that. But yes, later, people in the live chat. I am Fandom D Saint, the one true Cersei fan. She ain't gonna die, damn it.
Episode 4, she gone. We called that a long time ago.
I call him FDS and shit.
Oh, no way. Cersei gone. Episode 4. What Pete, we haven't gotten you. When does Cersei die this season? What episode?
Oh, I say episode 2.
Oh, she don't make episode 2. Right out of the gate, she gone, huh?
I said she's making it till the end almost.
Yeah.
The second to last episode. One of those two.
Man,
If I gotta pick one, last episode.
if Dan and Dave are doing the last episode, she's in that shit. I love her ass.
We didn't even talk about where Braun is.
She's great, you know what I mean? But, you know.
What'd you say? Where's Braun?
Yeah, in this trailer.
Where's Braun, period? Did he even come north with Jamie, or did he just go back to his girl and get up on the castle?
I thought you was gone, BBM. You shouldn't have heard that. Yeah, man. What about we didn't see Melisandre either?
Yeah, we know Melisandre's coming back. I can't believe we saw Varys down there hiding with the women and children. I kind of thought he'd be got. Can Bran see what Varys, all the plots that Varys has been doing? He saw everything with Littlefinger. Can he see all the things that Varys has been up to?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Or do you think that he only saw what Littlefinger did when he gave him that blade?
He seemed to already know everything that Littlefinger did. I mean, he was saying back lines to him from back. I mean, I don't understand. There must have been a crow or something. How did he know or see? How was he able to know what was going on in King's Landing?
Yeah, because it wasn't no weirwood right there.
Yeah, but maybe the werewood is just like access to the gods. Like the all-seeing. Like that's the power behind it.
Yeah, because it does seem like he's. I mean, how else would he have seen Jamie kill the Mad King and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
like just hot flashes and stuff.
Or I mean, that happened in the throne room too. So maybe the throne room there's werewood in the throne room. Maybe some of those beams were made out of werewood, and that's how I was able to see in the throne room because both those things happened there.
Yeah, but we've seen like most of the South got rid of all their werewoods and shit when they got the 7, right?
Yeah, with the Andals came.
So even like he wouldn't be able to see the Tower of Joy, right? There's no weirwood out there, is there?
You don't know that. Why wouldn't there be?
Because they cut them all down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And it could maybe it's not in werewood. I mean, he could have he could have been warging something. He could have been warging some crow that was flying by there.
Yeah, I mean the way that the show delivers it can happen through the crows, especially if he was looking at spying on the Night's King with the crows. You know what I mean? So he could see basically through the animals. If Bloodraven made that stag kill that deer, I mean kill that wolf with the pups. You know what I mean? So it has to be nature related. You know what I mean? Like it's not just through the weirwood.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we already know he can see through the raven. I mean, they've shown it. We saw him. He saw the Night's King's army through the ravens that were flying by. So I mean, we know
that's just warging. That's not the time travel. Those are two different things.
But that's
well,
true.
who's to say he can't time travel warg?
Well, and I'm not saying he can't, but he time travels and then wargs Hodor in that time traveling situation.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
They're independent things. He doesn't necessarily need to warg in order to see. So I think how the show is presenting it, he can just view everything that's happened in Westeros in that time, but he needs to access it through the weirwoods.
But see,
there has to be a werewood there to be present.
Almost like how the dragons are like heightened in magic. Like he needs the weirwood to heighten his ability to see. You know,
I think there's plenty of werewood inside Winterfell, and that's why he was able to do that.
For sure. Great weirwood in the north. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why he was able to see all the stuff through time. But like I think he draws energy from the weirwood net and the Children of the Forest. But he is being that he's the green seer. He not only can he just warg, he can actually see through time.
And Sword of the Darkness brings up a good point. The first time Bran saw the Tower of Joy, Bloodraven took him, so he should be able to travel too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like he was training to be able to do that, and he couldn't control it in the beginning, but like now he should be able to just travel through time whenever he wants to.
Yeah, and it's more like green sight, right? Like what Jojen has. Jojen could see stuff in the future. But there wasn't he didn't need to be at a weirwood to see that stuff. He just saw it. Yeah. Whereas Bran uses the weirwood to like basically overclock his green seeing ability.
Yeah, his fucking green seeing processor.
So he has a whole server to all that processing powers in the server of the weirwoods, but then he can green see so much more because of that.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah, I think like the weirwood is just like an amplifier for him. I agree with that.
And he doesn't necessarily need it, but he does need to know a specific time to go to. So he would know he would want to go back and see what happened to his dad, but not necessarily Varys and stuff. Like he might see that Varys was down there in the crypts with his dad. Or not in the crypts, but in the black cells. Like trying to help him out.
I think that's why Varys gets away with it, because he saw that Varys was actually trying to help his dad.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I think once he saw all the shit that was going down with Arya and Sansa, that he decided to go back and see everything that Littlefinger was involved in, and that's what happened. Like he wouldn't have had no reason to inspect on Littlefinger until he was starting to like start that feud between the two of them. And
well, he's looking at all major events, and his dad being the hand and being beheaded was a major event.
Well, I don't think that was the reason. I think it's because he was starting to notice the feud between Littlefinger was kind of fueling that feud between the two of them. And so he was like, all right, like we need to see what happened, because now Arya is saying this letter came from Sansa about telling Robb to give up and shit. So then he really needs to go back to stop the fight that's happening right now. He needs to go back and see what happened. And that leads to that trail.
Yeah, but you don't think he triggered it when he told him, when he gave him that dagger?
No, because that was the same scene, right?
I don't think the dagger did that much of it. I think the dagger, Littlefinger thought he was being smooth giving it to him, and Bran's like, you ain't got nothing on me. Here, let me let you know what I know.
Yeah, but Bran saw that dagger when they tried to kill him, right? Oh no, he didn't see it because he was laying down. They tried to kill Cat.
Yeah, exactly. He was out. Exactly. Okay. But Sword in the Darkness said he went by himself after he got tagged by the Night King. So is he strong enough to do it by himself, or is it just the fact that Bloodraven took him and then he got tagged by the Night King and now he's able to see whatever the Night King knows type of thing? Or the Night King's the one who's helping him travel through there now. Like he's the new guide.
I think he can just do it now. Like, he got the big download. He basically got the operating system, right, for using the werewood. That got transferred over. Now he just needs to get all like the programs and shit into his head. He needs to be able to install the internet so they can draw up the data. I'm just saying, like, so he has that ability now. He just can't. It's not all refined. He doesn't know everything because he can't know everything unless he goes through and does it all. You know what I mean? Like, he has to do those specific times.
Base says Bran doesn't give a shit. He said that Robert's rebellion was based on a lie, which was bullshit since the war was started due to the death of his grandfather and Uncle Bran. And Uncle Bran hardly looks like he cares.
Yeah.
So, the rebellion wasn't started on a lie. The Rhaegar and Lyanna thing might be a lie, but the main thing that started it was the Starks being choked out and burned by wildfire.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, that's a story that he's been told all his life. And then, yeah, you know, like that's what he knows is what starts the war. You know what I mean? And everybody talks about that. Even Robert brings that up afterwards. You know what I mean? It's almost like the propaganda for why the Targaryens are so bad.
Robert brings up what?
Robert brings up the fact that Rhaegar stole Lyanna from me. You know what I mean? Like,
right, and Ned never agrees with it. Ned just kind of looks at him.
Yeah. And
it's like when Sansa says something and Peter Baelish just kind of looks at her. So it's like, it seems like everybody kind of knows, like, or at least half the people know the real situation.
Yeah, Imagination Realm. Did Littlefinger say chaos is a ladder when he gave him that blade?
No.
Bran said it to Littlefinger.
Bran said it to him. That's what I was wondering, but I don't know why I thought that Littlefinger had said it when he gave it to him too. And that's what made it trigger him.
Or wasn't like Littlefinger getting ready to say it, and like Bran cut him off and said it over him?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like, he was going to say it, and Bran just broke it out and said it over him. Like, what?
Yeah.
No, I think he was saying that all the chaos that started, this little blade started or something, and then he cuts him off in the middle of what he was just the sentence. He wasn't trying to say chaos is a ladder, but Bran interrupted and was like, chaos is a ladder after he said chaos.
Yeah, that's what it was. I remember when I first heard that, I was going crazy.
I was like, oh shit.
Oh, be easy, Bridge 4. I just saw your message. Thanks for stopping in, and we're doing this every single Tuesday, so maybe we'll see you around the way next time. But yeah, you guys check out Bridge 4. He puts out a bunch of kick-ass videos and theories as well, so make sure you get to his channel. And
I love it. Yeah,
most definitely. What did I miss back up here? I saw, I think Sword of the Darkness was saying something. He needs direction. Maybe this season he won't need that. Agreed on Littlefinger point. I'm thinking he also wanted to figure out. What's that? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was watching the scene over again. Yeah, he said that. He's like, this is the dagger that was used to try to cut your throat. So it's like he's basically telling on himself, yo. And then he didn't know that Bran can just access that time period. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Bran has done his part. He now joins a larger roster of cast characters that have outlived his purpose. Oh, shit. No way. Bran's got a lot more to do. Who's the Night King? Who is the Night King, Pete? Is he a Stark? What the hell? What's going on? Who's the Night King?
Stark. He's not Bran. He's the old Stark.
He's an old Stark, but he's not Bran.
Not Bran.
What do you think, Andy? What's going on with the Night King?
Like I said before, whatever Nan says, I'm taking that as true. He's a Stark.
But he's just an older Stark?
But he's a Stark.
What's Euron's purpose? We know some crazy shit's going down in the book, so is that going to tie into the show at all? Is Euron looking for something bigger, or does he really just want to set the Iron Throne?
Euron's purpose is to clear out characters that they don't know how to tie up. He is the freaking, the dust guy at Apollo. Just sweeping up them fucking minor characters.
What do you think, Pete? What's going on with Euron?
I think I think he was just added to just double cross Cersei in the end. Yeah,
he's just kind of a sub character. He's not looking for anything bigger. He's nothing major.
I don't think he can be anything major with the little bit of time that they're giving him. I think he's way deeper in the books, but you know, I don't really know all of the books, but I know about the books from talking to everybody online and stuff. But like the things that he has the horn and the plan that he has to get Daenerys and all of that, like, yeah, I think he got a bigger plot in the books than he does in the show. I just feel like the show was just trying to do as much fan service as it can by adding name dropping and getting them in there with their own version of the plot.
He said, Pete, stop stealing my answers. Imagination realm. You guys are on the same wavelength.
Same page.
Yeah. Euron. Is Cersei die by Euron's big cock? Is that how Cersei goes down?
Yeah, you know she can't take no dick.
Down because she's going to die in childbirth just like her mom did.
Ooh.
It's going to wrap back up.
How dare you? Jaime's the greatest swordsman in the freaking Seven Kingdoms. How dare you say she can't take it?
Yeah, Euron did show up out of nowhere. I don't know what they're going to do. Is he going to be bigger, or is he just going to...
Like he should have came, you know, back when the War of Five Kings was going on. Right. You know what I mean? Like at least like season 3, bring him in there, then kill.
Well, that's my thing. Is he kind of came up out of nowhere? So did he come because he knew about the prophecy and he knew what was going on and that the whites were coming? Because I mean, supposedly, like when he was up there talking on the bridge to his brother, he was telling him, "I am the storm, and I've been here, and I've been that." So, and we know from the books he's been to a Shy and back, so he knows some things about some things. So did he already know about the Night's King coming back, and is he here for a bigger and higher purpose, or is this all just coincidence?
I think he knows about Daenerys. I don't think he knows about the Night King.
So what does he know about Daenerys? Just about her being the mother of dragons and being able to bring dragons?
And he just wants to do what he can to get on her side. And then like where he's at in the show is that, you know, he came in on the other side of it with Cersei, but he's gonna double cross Cersei and get with her anyway. That's what I feel like.
What do you think, Andy?
You know, I want him to be like a major part. But he's kind of in that iffy realm where, like, he wasn't involved at the beginning, so his story, you know, it doesn't make as much sense to make him super major. And it kind of just seems like he was there to mix things up almost, like to cause the Greyjoys to join Daenerys and then to clean up sweep the stuff under the rug, the Dorne storyline. Like that's his purpose. He's the cleanup crew. I'm telling you.
What happened? Speaking of cleanup crew, what's going to happen with Sweet Robin this season, Pete?
Sweet Robin, man. I'd always said that in the end, Sansa would have to end up marrying him.
Could be. That's who came and got her home back, so that could definitely happen. I see that. What do you think about that, Andy?
Man, you guys just let me sit the fence. Come on. Now, man, I think Sweet Robin, he might like be kind of a big deal. Like, did we even see any of the Knights of the Vale in any of those battle scenes?
I think that's whose horses were running with the direwolves that were running with the super pack. I think that was the Knights of the Vale and the super pack coming in to mob up and save everybody once again. But I could be wrong.
Could be.
Hey,
but I just think like he would be a little irritated, right? Like he wouldn't like that they killed Littlefinger. He liked Littlefinger.
Yeah, but he likes Sansa more, I think.
You think? I thought he didn't like
Sansa. I think Sansa could tell him anything he wants, and I also think Sansa could say, "Oh, and by the way, it was really Littlefinger who threw your mom out the moon door."
Yeah,
and he'll be like, "What?" and that takes care of that situation.
Yeah, I think she can definitely Cersei him.
Yeah, exactly.
She can definitely manipulate him to do what she needs the North for, you know, what she needs him to do for the North, basically.
You
Or
don't agree with that, Andy? What do you think? What do you think would happen with that?
I don't know. I think he's like he's a little finger. He's a tiny finger. So I don't think he's gonna be easily manipulated by someone other than his dad. Because I'm like 99% sure he's Littlefinger's son. Not.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I think he's not. You know, maybe he is. We're all dumb. We're men. We're dumb. Like, I do stupid shit for women. Got married. So.
Yeah, I'm with you. He's definitely definitely a little bitty finger. I mean, he's Littlefinger's kid for sure. Yeah. But he's still sprung for Sansa, and I think when it comes to Sansa, especially in the books, when it comes to Sansa or Littlefinger, he's going to jump on Sansa's side instantly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Up in that bosom, he got.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, she doesn't want any. He doesn't want to do anything with anybody. He just wants to hang out with Sansa all day and day. Like that's it.
Make snow castles. And shit.
Yeah, just chill out with her, dude. Just lay in bed with her all day, not have to move, pee the bed. Oh well, just lay with me, girl, because we doing the you and me. You ain't get to go nowhere. So yeah, I think he's pretty much anything with Sansa. Sweet Robin will rule the Vale, and the Vale will be one of the better areas post-war. Yeah, it's already one of the better areas because it's been untouched. That's where it's at. But can the White Walkers? Where's the safest place to be in Westeros? Like, Pete, you're in there. You're Westeros. You know the Whites are coming. You got your choice of any castle. Which one do you take?
I'd probably have to say Storm's End or Castle Rock.
You only get one.
I say Storm's End. Then.
You got Storm's End. Seems to be one of the most impenetrable ones for sure. What do you say, Andy?
So, what was the question again?
If you could take any castle, the Whites are coming. You're going to try to post up somewhere and think it's the safest place to fortify against the Whites. What castle do you take?
Damn. Winnie has the dragon?
Yep, right now, right here in the situation they're in. And you can run back. People are dead. You got your choice of castles. You're Dany's right-hand man. You get to pick whichever one you want. It's yours. Who are you going to post up and hide and fight from?
Did Pete say Storm's End?
He did. You can say Storm's End. If that's your spot, that's your spot.
No, well, I mean, you know this fortified with magic, so that's why I would choose it. But since he already chose it, I got to choose somewhere else because we can't be both kings of the same castle. So I guess I would pick the Vale, but, you know, maybe I stop down in Dragonstone. Well, shit, Dragonstone. There we go.
Yeah.
You're going
Dragonstone? I want the dragon glass. I was going to say stop down there, get some dragon glass, then head up to the Vale.
It's like, shit, I'm gonna stay
one of those scorpion bolts. If you got one of those, you got a scorpion, you can take down the white dragon, then you're good. Because there's only that like one little route up to the Vale. So you could just be tossing rocks and killing everybody out trying to get up to you.
Yeah, but Whites can do like magical things with ice. They could just make ice escalators right up to the top, and they can get up any old way.
Yeah.
I mean, they bring the cold with them, which would be my next question. What about Sunspear? What happens when the Whites hit the desert? What wins in that situation, the sun or the ice?
They bring the storm. If they can make it snow, then they bring clouds with them. They're good.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Can they really bleed out the son of Dorne in the sands? That might be our safe haven.
I would like to think so. Sunspear is the farthest place from the north on Westeros.
Right? I'm thinking Sunspear might be the spot. They get halfway there, like, it's hot. Shit, we go back north.
Shit, I'm melting. Shit.
Yeah, but let me tell you why that's the worst one. Because by the time they get to Dorne, they've conquered all the people in Westeros, and now they have every single person that died in Westeros in their army.
Yeah.
So
hey, if they still melt coming across the sands, then hey, you got them all, but you dying by the millions, so bring it.
yeah, but they could just like make themselves shades out of old dead body. Like they could just have them crawling on top like a fucking shade as they're walking down there. There's so many people dead. They could just build a stadium and have the people in the
No, they're just ice, and they end up melting into the freaking sand, and there's so much of them, they just create lakes and water, and now you got water and Dorne all of a sudden.
No,
all just melting into some big old lakes and shit. Now you got water and Dorne.
They're freezing.
They're freezing.
I'm telling you, that's how it's gonna happen. You got to go to Sun Spirit. Oh man, yeah, we got a bunch of other ones, but I think we're gonna save that for next week. We've been on for a minute, and we're gonna let everybody get out of here. It has been a blast breaking it down. Like I said, we're gonna be doing this every single Tuesday from now until the start of Game of Thrones. I want to thank my boys for jumping on here with me. Pete, easy. I know it's late for you. Thanks for coming on, man. How you been lately?
I've been great, man. Just been working, bro. It's cool though, because I don't got to get up at damn 5 in the morning no more. So
there you go.
Stay up late and do the Tuesdays. So
you still making the 3D pieces and doing that stuff?
Oh yeah, you know, but I'm doing screen printing at work still. So
there you go. You think you're gonna be able to make it down there to the con?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Be able to have a few things for the people to check out by the time you get there?
Yeah, definitely, bro. I got some things I'm cooking up right now.
There you go. We'll be pumping that up out there and let you know you're coming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bring those extra dollars. Well, definitely want to thank you for making it on here. It's been too long. I hope you can make it next Tuesday, because like I said, we are definitely going to be doing this each and every Tuesday from here on out.
Yeah, I'm with it, bro. They shouldn't have dropped the trailer, bro. It's a wrap now. It's Game of Thrones, everything now.
Yeah, it's hype time. It's go time. It's ready to get it in.
Everybody out now. We all online. Shit, we out here.
That's right.
It's called their banners.
Yeah. Everybody called their banners.
That's right. The banners have been called. Who's going to show up? What you got going on for the rest of the week, Snafu? What are you doing, Andy?
Fucking playing Skyrim, killing dragons. That's all I've been doing. I never even played Skyrim, so now I'm getting into it because it's one of the best games, supposedly. So
yeah, I still got to play that too, man.
I've been getting after it with all the mods. That's a good thing about playing stuff on PC is you can just anything that's old, you can make it look great with mods. So yeah, I've been doing that. I don't know if I'll be on next Tuesday because I'm having surgery, but if I do, I'm gonna be all hopped up on whatever they give you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try.
He'll be here in spirit anyway. Maybe he'll come up with some of his best theories. That you never know.
Yeah,
come up with something extra special. Oh, definitely. Well, if he's not here in person, he'll definitely be here in spirit and make it the week after that. I'm sure of it. But definitely want to thank everybody in the chat that made their way and hung out with us all night. Thanks for stopping through. And again, we're going to be doing this every Tuesday, so we will definitely see each and every one of you next Tuesday night. So you guys have an absolutely amazing week. Have an even better weekend. And until next time, game on.